Thank you, Schoon. That is right, gentlemen. Session 26. We are Chapter 1. This is A New Eden, Part 2. We're in the quest A New Eden, and this is Part 2. You are next to the USS Massachusetts, a naval warship that is come into the docks of Boston Harbor and is stuck in the ice. You are after Dr. Yarrow and a cure for this famished fever that has taken the Minutemen and Tank.
Yes.
And you're after answers or revenge or a cure or something from him. And you are going to storm the USS Massachusetts and try to take it over. Now, we've got the start of a scene and things to do with Tank at the start, but before that, the question was, we kind of went into this at the end of the last session, but we need to kind of make sure. So you got the climbing gear from the Minutemen, but are you going to have the Minutemen come with you to do the assault? I can't remember if you said yes or no.
I thought they were going to help us go up there and like distract these guys while we go in there.
Yeah, so I did mention that. So it's basically for you to get up there. It's a sneak roll, and it's going to be too difficulty easier if they go up first and distract the guys that are up top. It's a whole thing. If they do the thing, let me see where I'll read it.
I would believe they have other climbing gear, wouldn't they?
They've got they've got enough gear for you all to climb up. But it says
what
here.
about them?
You've got to make a roll to get up. They can get up, but you're going to make a roll to get up. And the roll to get up's easier if you have them go up for you. Here it is. The PCs can use the climbing gear, harnesses, ropes, rigging, and industrial suction cups to scale the ship's icy outer hull quietly. They must make a group strength or agility plus sneak test with a difficulty of 5, and you reduce the test difficulty by 2 if they allow Reese's Minutemen to climb first and attack to provide a distraction. So that's the thing. You've got to make that roll, a strength or agility and sneak test group with a difficulty 5. You've got to make that, but it'll be difficulty 3 if you have the Minutemen go up first to make a distraction. So your plan is to get up there and get down to the lower decks, and you can have the Minutemen take care of a distraction with the guys that are up there. And then your roll will be a 3 instead of a 5.
As I definitely do that.
It sounds like it makes sense. I mean, the only reason I would hesitate is that some of these Minutemen are infected themselves because they've eaten the fruit.
They are in the they're in the early stages of something. Later stages than you, Tank, but still in the early stages of something. I think I think you decided they were going to come with you, but I wanted to make sure first.
Yeah.
I
mean,
because I remember Tank was on 2 dots, but he healed himself or did something. Now he's down to 1 bit.
So we're going to deal with Tank in a minute. So is it decided that the Minutemen are doing the thing and your roll's going to be too easier? Yeah. Okay. So next we are going to deal with Tank, and also Ronnie. We're going to talk about, you guys are alcoholics. Are you going to drink before you do this thing so that you don't have the penalties on the rolls from being alcoholics?
Yeah, I've got loads to drink, so yeah, I can.
Now, is Tank an alcoholic as well? Just looking through his alcohol addiction. Yes, he is.
Tank and Ronnie are alcoholics. Have you got a copy of the core rules on PDF?
I don't.
Okay, it's okay, because we all have. When you have an alcoholic drink, you will get certain benefits from it for the scene as well, depending on what you drink.
Sure.
So have a look in your inventory at what alcohol you've got.
Yeah. Gear. He has got.
Max.
Almost of armor.
Can you find the different alcoholic drinks in the?
Absolutely.
What they do.
He's very classy. Lots of wine.
Wine. I don't think wine gives it. Right. Wine. Go and have a look what wine does, Max, please.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you gain an action point when you drink it for a start.
Alright.
Well, no, I think that's Nuka-Cola. Nuka-Cola gives you one.
I think wine might as well, but hang on. Wait and see what. We'll see what it says.
I mean,
so The guys are going to help me by looking up rules so that I don't have, because I've got 2 books
Yeah,
open
we
for
always
Winter
do that.
Atom. The guys are going to help me with other books.
I've got this, but it might not. I'm not sure if it's in this.
Is that the core rule book?
It is, mate.
Yeah, it's in there. So go into the
Addiction.
addictions here. I've got the rules for addiction handy, but what I want is the specific benefits that each particular drink gives you.
Got it. Food and drink.
What is wine? Is it wine?
All alcoholic
It's wine,
drinks
yeah.
all alcoholic drinks have the same effect. Until the end of the scene, you get to re-roll on strength and charisma tests, but you increase the difficulty on intelligence. But I think
Makes sense.
wine might have a specific thing as well, Max. So keep looking for wine.
Okay. Because I know it's on there. Come on.
It is in the core.
Yeah,
rule
sorry,
book.
my thing's getting slow.
Immediately gain +1 action point.
Yeah, I thought it was an action point from wine. Thank you, Schoon.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, if you drink a wine, you'll gain action points, but you're maxed out. You'll max out at 6 because you can't get 7. So, remember that for this scene, until the end of the scene, you can re-roll on strength and charisma tests. Now that's you not getting the penalties of being alcoholics. Now you're only getting the benefits of being drunk. The next thing we deal with is Tank. You have famished fever and fatigue. Now fatigue kicks in at the start of each scene. Fatigue. When you have fatigue, it's harder to generate action points. So when you generate action points, you gain 1 less per point of fatigue. What's your level of fatigue? Is it 2 currently?
I thought it went down. Didn't it go down to 1?
I'm not sure. Somewhere it should say your fatigue level.
Probably conditions. I think it's probably something.
Conditions, yeah. Have a look in conditions.
Here.
I did put it somewhere on your sheet. Hang on.
Oh,
Fatigue 2. It's on the core tab under the first bits, the skills and the thing. You go back to the core tab. Under skills and combat, there's a middle section, survival. Over on the right, it says fatigue 2. See it?
Sorry, mate. Are you talking to
To you.
to me or to me? Is it? Oh,
To
Tank.
you. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
here we go. Right.
You've got
Survival.
2. You've
Fatigue,
got
2.
two
No,
fatigue.
he's 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I did
So-
think he lost.
So whenever you
Fatigue,
gain
but-
action points, that number that you gain reduces by 2, so we have to remember that. And when you begin a scene, so this is now, you lose 1 hit point for each 2 fatigue you have. So you need to take 1 hit point off.
That makes sense. Right, double click on that. Okay, so it's a shame. So he got a little bonus to his HP, but never mind. Take that down. Save. Done.
So you guys are going to make a roll together. That was that roll I said. So it's a strength or agility and sneak test with a difficulty of 5. You got to decide who's going to lead that roll, and the rest of you will need to do assists.
I think.
Wait, didn't I have a perk for that?
Yeah, because I think Schoon's the best
No,
stealth,
it's
but
not
athletics and strength
Wait,
would be
Ghost,
tank.
I think.
Yeah.
When you make agility sneak test in shadows or darkness, the first additional d20 is free. But I don't think we are in shadows or darkness, are we?
No. What time of day is it? Did you do a hurried travel? So it's like mid-afternoon, eh?
Broad daylight.
It is the winter. It's maybe getting dark. I'd say there's enough shadows. I'd say it's getting dark that there'd be enough shadows. I'd say there's shadows around Schoon. You could use that.
Yeah, I
But-
have an. It's not a tact skill for me,
Right.
but I do have an agility of 8
Uh-huh.
and a rank 3 in sneak.
You've got a rank 3 in sneak. Right. Well, Tank's got a
and I
strength
will
of
get
12.
the first d20 free,
Okay.
so I can automatically roll 3 d20s.
Right, okay. And Tank's got a 12 strength. Has he got anything in sneak?
Yes. Let's have a little look at his sneak. Sneak. No, he's got
Sneak isn't
Yeah.
really Tank's this.
not
No, he's more
really.
athletic.
His,
But here's the thing, he's already got a 12, which is more than the 8 and 3. He's already got a 12 on strength, so doing it with Tank leading, I think is
It's,
your...
so it's
Cool, so
only no 8 and 3 makes it 11. So it's only a one more.
Mhm.
So
And
Okay,
you,
so
and
do you
you,
want to click on the-
so that's no wait, no, because you've got one more on the base thing, but he's got a free extra dice, so it just depends what you want more, the extra or the free extra dice. What's more attractive to you guys?
I
Who
said
do you-
extra dice would be useful. I
Right.
said extra dice would be useful.
So do I. So Schoon leads the roll. So you're doing a
Cool.
agility sneak, Schoon, yeah. So the difficulty is 3. Remember, as always, you can buy extra dice, and you have full action points. Your first one is free.
So does that mean the next one is for the price of a 1?
I would say so, yeah. If that's what it reads for the skill, read the skill to me exactly. Is it a perk? No, is it? What is
When
it?
you make a agility sneak test in shadows or darkness, the first additional d20 is free.
Aye, that sounds like it's the first one is free. So your second one's going to cost 1 action point, and your third one's going to cost 2 action points.
So then
Actually,
let's
pretty nice.
just
That says
go
like instead of
all
6,
out.
it's 3.
So you can go like
Then
no,
we'll
nah.
buy two
Let's.
extra.
There's another way it could be, Scoot. Let's say that the first one's free, so you don't pay the 1 for the first one, but you still pay
So then
2
it's-
for the second one and 3 for the third one. So it costs you 5 to go all out instead of cost you 6 to go all out.
So should we go all out or should I just buy 1 extra?
I think you should go all out.
I'll say
but that's
1
me.
extra.
One
He just
extra
wants
all
to
out.
freaking. He just wants all the AP. He wants some TPKs.
No, you don't even have to buy. You don't even have to buy any to go all out. You'd have 1 left over if you go all out because his first one's free. It's only costing you 5 to go for the full send.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, it's fine, and we can generate more.
There is a chance we will get more.
Yeah, it's candy
I'll just
basically.
do it. I just do it. I'm gonna go all out.
So, which one of you is going to do your action points counter? Somebody needs to look after that. So reducing the 6 to 1 and looking after that.
I'm gonna
Somebody
do
do
me
that.
because I'm using a slower system. So
I'll take care of it then.
We all are jumping for the chance to do that. I know. Then I will roll.
Okay, someone's just let me know that your mic's really quiet on your stream, Schoon. So you need to turn yourself up. Oh, Schoon.
What have we got?
wow.
We've not got very much, boys.
No.
Yeah.
But we still got the assist though.
Still got the
Ah,
assist.
yes.
And also, before he makes assist, well, make your assists first before you decide if you're spending any luck, actually. That's a good idea. Make your assist.
Would it be tank to would it be tank to assist?
Everybody will assist. So everybody rolls
Ah, okay.
1 dice on strength or agility sneak. So you can
Oops.
do strength sneak if you want,
Ah, yeah.
if your
Strength,
strength's better.
definitely.
Like Ronnie will
Yeah,
probably do
definitely
agility
strength.
because her agility's better.
Yeah, my strength is just a little better.
Okay, that's a fail. That's a fail.
So, son of a bitch.
That's a fail.
Yeah.
Okay, Schoon, you got no luck with the assist. Would you like to spend any luck?
Did our luck refresh?
It did last session.
Hmm.
That means I would have 5 again.
Whatever it says you've got, you've got. It says you've got 3, you've got 3. You must have used 2 since we refreshed it.
Then I will use 1 to reroll 1.
Okay. You can do it 1 at a time, because you can get a crit with it and get 2, so you might as well do them 1 at a time.
It will be agility. Sneak.
Agility sneak it was for you. Boom! Boom! There you go. Very
Well, I have a
nice.
quick
Schoon.
question.
Your question?
It's a 1. I've
Yeah,
never
so,
been so happy
since-
to roll a 1.
Since Tank did drink the wine, does that allow him to reroll assist?
It's
Or is that just a regular?
yeah, assist. So
But
Tank,
an AP, isn't it?
that was a strength roll, and you are drunk, so you can re-roll your assist, Tank.
Let's see what happens. Roll to assist. Value strength. Submit. Athletics. Submit. Go on, roll that dice.
There you go. So you guys gain an action point.
Cool.
So we're
Okay.
up to 2.
So you successfully get aboard the ship. So first I'm going to move the Minutemen up, because they're going to be distracting the mariners on board the ship. And then we're going to move you,
Okay.
but you're going to go through to the next level, because that's the whole
But
point
we're
of
probably
them going up.
leader at that hatch.
And yeah, so you're all going through this hatch. I'm going to just move you all to another map in a second. So bear with me. Copy.
Damn.
Honestly, I'll be back very soon.
Oh, I was supposed to give myself 2 action points at the start of that as well.
No.
Okay.
So I need to change that to 16 and then copy them.
So I have a question. For his fatigue, is that for him, for Tank, every time he does recover AP is 2 less than him, or is that for the whole group?
No, just for him.
Okay. I just wanted to make
Oh, good point. He got an action point there, but so he doesn't get that action point because of his fatigue. Thank you, Max, for pointing that out.
Oh, bugger.
He doesn't collect.
Oh,
You
no,
don't collect
it's-
that action point, Stevie. Thanks for pointing that out, Max.
Yeah, that's
So,
fine.
but
That's
still,
fine.
success is a success. And I just wanted it's just to clarify me, because I'm like, ooh, glad I'm not drinking. I don't get fatigue.
So, as you're going past the Minutemen and the Mariners, you can, each of you, if you want, spend 1 action point to pluck a piece of flesh fruit that's growing as you're going past, if you
Ugh.
want.
Nope. I don't.
Well-
I look at everybody. I'm like, no, and keep going.
Next
Tank
question.
is addicted to the stuff, so he will do it.
Are you gonna grab
as
a
a
piece?
player, I don't want to do it, but Tank, he is
Well,
the sort of thing he would do in his
That's
current state.
that's good roleplay, Stevie. That's what we like here. So you're down to 0 action points. I like that. Using the group's last action point to take one because you're addicted is very good role playing. It's fantastic.
Oh shit! Do I have to use the AP to do that?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
I'll take the hit. I said it. I've said it.
You
fuck
did
it.
say it. You did say it.
No, that's fine.
Hang on. I'm gonna adjust your cam a wee bit because I'm cutting off the top of your head on my thing.
Right. Oh yes, that isn't it.
Okay, so the next question is, do you want to? Oh, sorry, Stevie, go ahead.
I was just going to say that I can't work out for the life of me how to change the quantity of a certain thing in my inventory.
So
I sort of double click.
I'll go into your character sheet and I'll show you.
Cool.
Tank. So if you go into, like, for example, in gear, you've got.
Yep.
In fact, let's do bullets because that's the best way to do it. Where's your ammo?
Cool. Where's my ammo? Or wine.
Ammo.
Down there in food
So
and
you
drink
see,
or-
so you see on the right hand side, you've got a cogwheel, and it says
Let's see
edit.
the cogwheel. That seems
Right
to be
on the right hand side of each item in the gear, there's a cogwheel
that's what I'm missing.
next
yeah,
to
it
the
might be
speech
a,
bubble. If you open that, top
yeah,
left thing under the name is quantity. So if you see it, if you look, for example, on your bullets, it's got 10 there on the 308 ammo. You change
Yep.
that. That's where you change it.
Got
It's
it.
in there in the cogwheel.
I can't see the cogwheel. I'll tell you what, Jens, I'll come back to that because it might
What-
be a screen resolution thing.
What are you? Yeah, it could be. What are you running Roll 20 on?
I'll tell you what, mate. No, that's it. Linux. And,
Fucking Linux.
yeah.
You would be that guy, yeah. You would be that guy, yeah. So my next
It's
question
usually-
then,
Yeah.
for all of you
That's
is,
right, I'll find some way to fix it.
right.
Edit.
My next question is, do you want to use the Minutemen as a distraction, sneak past down here and get to the next level and get after Yarrow? Or do you want to stay up here and help the Minutemen fight these mutated mariners? These are, and you'll see them as you get up there, they are mutated guys. These guys are further into the mutation than the Minutemen. And you'll see that.
I know what the normal player Tank would say.
Yes, he would get stuck straight in. But
No, he would say sacrifice them.
Oh, right.
Go down.
I mean, they already decided to like, hey, you know what, we got to do something.
They said
as
that
part
they
of being a
would.
Minuteman.
They said they would take care of that. Now, this book that I'm reading has the options for both. If the PCs stay upside and help the thingies, or if you go down straight away, you've got the option. So I'm asking, do you stay and help them, or are you going to try and use them as a distraction, like they agreed, and sneak down and try and get to the next level?
Well, they did agree, so I would say, yeah, let's stick with the plan.
Yeah, Red Alert. Basically, he's like, they're covering us, and the problem we had to deal with is downstairs. So it's better to save our resources to go down and deal with what's down there.
Yep. Okay. So I am going to get ready in both books. I've got several books open. Bear with me.
Good.
Also, several PDFs. Let me get that ready as well. Okay, I'm going to move you to another map. You all see this map?
Yep.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
Descending below decks is like walking into a storm of sensation. An all-out assault of smell, sound and sight. The hold is caked in filth and viscera. Its oozing walls coated with blood, organ meat and chunks of bone. An unidentifiable wet mass slowly drips down ruined surfaces with the pace of a melting glacier. The air down here is heavy enough that one could almost chew its rot and copper tang. The noises emanating from around the hold are even more overbearing. The walls echo sounds of bones snapping, teeth slowly grinding, flesh tearing like wet paper, and long, slathering slurps. The mutated, flesh-hungry crew are here, and it's supper time.
We are in a boat, right? Not in a whale.
You are in a boat.
Okay, because it almost looks like we are in the insides of a whale.
The hold contains a group of 5 mutated mariners feasting on bits of corpses of Yarrow's captives and other crew members who...
I'm glad to go after the meat bags and not me.
Sneaking past them to reach Yarrow's office requires a blah blah blah. So you're going to have the option of trying to sneak past them in a second, but this is another scene. So that means we do the effects of fatigue for you, tank. So you will lose another hit point.
Shite. Okie doke.
I'm glad we
this
have a
one.
healer.
No, I think also at the end of a non-combat scene. So the last scene was a non-combat scene. You remove 1 point of fatigue at the end of any non-combat scene if you're free.
Got it.
No, only if you're free from sources of fatigue, and you're not because you're still got the sickness. So you don't remove anything. So yep, and it's the start of a new scene, so you remove 1 hit point, my friend.
Yeah, right. So I'm down 1 HP.
This is fun. Right, so you have the option of trying to sneak past them if you want, because they are feasting. In fact, let's group them together. They're feasting on the flesh of some dead humans. They are feasting on people flesh, human flesh. The sickness has taken them, and they're mutated beyond recognition as human. Their skin is not just blotchy and purple now, it's distended and overgrown, and there's extra bits where bits shouldn't be, and they're not a nice sight now, and they're like a mindless, ravenous animal eating on human bodies. So you have the option to try and sneak past them if you like. The roll would be a group agility and stealth with a difficulty of 3. Not so bad actually, guys. Difficulty 3, group stealth. Agility, stealth. It says agility stealth here. There's not even a skill called stealth in this. That's a misprint in the book. It's agility sneak, obviously. You misprinted
I
that in
think
there.
Tank, all of a sudden, is the other guys see Tank looking like he's spoiling for a fight. So, yeah. If anyone wants to sort of read him in, now'd be the time to do it.
Now you see Red Alert comes over and is like, "We have final boss to smash. You get first swing, my friend."
Right, move your
Yes,
move your guys to where you want to start the combat then, and we're going to obviously start combat with Tank, and you can get a surprise attack as well because they are doing the thing. So I'm gonna pop zones up in a second, but put yourself roughly where you want to start. I'll pop zones up and then I'll tidy us up and then we'll do the thing.
Up in your man's grill.
Yep. So they're starting a fight, but you guys can put yourselves where you want. Same for you and your robot, Ronnie. Wherever you feel like.
Okay.
I'll put the zones up as well now, so you can kind of see what that looks like.
Yeah, Ronnie, if you stay near me, you get that extra protection.
Yeah, I need to keep near people because then I get all my extra stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, you get the extra from being in the same zone as Red Alert.
Yeah, which zone is the Red Alert? And he's like literally standing on the
Yeah,
line.
you're on the line, Red Alert. Tidy yourself up.
Oh yes, keep myself
I'll be right there.
You're in that
that's
zone,
fine.
okay. So you guys are in that one, okay.
That's fine.
So
Yeah,
let's do initiative.
Aha. All right. Initiative. Sorry, gents. Just remind me where initiative is.
It's near the top middle, I think, on the core on
Middle.
the first
it's
tab.
near the skills.
New skills. Initiative. Roll it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not a roll. It's just a
Yeah,
set
it's a
number.
static number,
it's-
but you still got
it's
to
a
pop
straight-
it up. You still roll initiative if you want. It's fun. Rolling a dice, it's got the same number on it 20 times. But we're having a sneak attack. So in Fallout, it's always the person who initiates the combat who attacks first. So in this case,
Got it.
it's going to be Tank, and he's getting a surprise attack. Now, a surprise attack means that the difficulty to hit him is reduced by 1. So the difficulty to hit him will be 0, and your attack gains vicious. If it isn't already vicious, it gains vicious.
I think his is
Wait.
vicious already.
If it already is vicious,
believe.
it gains 2 more attack dice.
Cool. Excellent. All
Two more
right.
damage dice. But you may roll the
Given the
attack
prox-
first.
Given the proximity of these dudes, I'm going to assume the flamer that the tank is wielding is going to do some pretty nice splash damage on
Oh,
these.
you're doing the flamer.
Yes, have some of
Dude,
this.
that's good. You got 3 in the one area. It's good because Oliver knows about the
Yeah.
flavor.
Oh,
Has it got burst on it, the flamer? On its qualities.
Let's have a look.
It's
Is that
a-
going to be?
Not-
Not
the fancy one we
qualities.
got, right?
Not qualities, effects. On its
Yeah,
effects,
it
does
is.
it have burst? If it
Oh,
does.
do you know what? Oh, if I click, oh, I see. There's a little drop down. Big type, big guns. I was like flamer. Qualities: debilitating, inaccurate, two-handed. Effects: burst, persistent, and spread.
Wow. Yeah, that's the perfect
Yes.
weapon for this.
Cool. Right, have some of this, you horrible gits. Additional
And
dice.
if it doesn't have vicious, it gains vicious, which is nice.
Right. Cool. So, do I get additional dice? Do you say because of this vicious thing?
No, that's damage dice. If your attack doesn't...
I got it.
Did it say vicious
Right.
in the effects? Hang on, did it say vicious in the effects?
No.
No. So you're when you roll damage, you'll be adding 2 dice.
Cool. So here we go then. Submit. Quick and drag to roll them dice.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a bit shit.
So you gain 2 action points, but you don't gain any action points because you've got fatigue.
Okay.
But you may roll damage.
It lowers by 1 or I believe.
Lowers by
not,
2. Lowers by his fatigue number, and he's got 2 fatigue.
Oh, okay.
You gain
so
no
right.
action points. But that's only because of you. Somebody else would have. But you may now roll damage, and when you're rolling damage, you may add an extra 2 dice from
I will do that.
the sneak attack.
Submit.
This is going to be a
Drag
thing of
roll.
beauty.
4 energy damage.
These are
It
minion.
does get burst, persistent, and spread.
These guys are
Yeah.
minion NPCs, so they have 1 hit point. So we don't have to do any of the calculating that you normally have to do with burst and spread and persistent and all these effects. Thankfully, for me, they just die. All of them.
Nice.
Now, that was a major action. You still can do a minor action, and then also you can spend action points to buy more minor actions or major actions.
We
if
don't
you
have
want.
any action points left.
You can't.
I was going to say, yeah, we're a bit slight on action points. So let's have a little thinky
We do
poos.
not want to give you action points, Oliver.
Did you add the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
for me? Did you add the one for me drinking the wine? Don't you get one for me drinking that? for
Yes,
some
but
reason?
you had 5 at
So
the
if
time,
you-
and you had 5 at a time, and the 2 of you both drank alcohol, so it went up to 6 because your max is 6. And then
yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you guys had added it
I
or
did,
not.
I did.
Okay, fair enough.
And I used
Uh,
5, and then Tank had to pick one of those fruits, so he used one.
So, gents,
Yes.
I think then, I don't know if you need to, in this system, you need to use, not action points, but minor actions to change weapons, but
The
Tank's
minor
going to
action
switch to the
change weapons.
sledgehammer.
Yeah, so you said that's where you still had a minor action.
Yep, it's a
You
minor
don't need
to
to
change
have
yeah.
action
weapons.
to change weapons, so that's...
Stashes the flamer, out with the sledgehammer. Let's finish these mopes off.
Sweet. And then we go into the normal initiative after you've done your first turn, so it's Norm.
Cool.
Do you count this here as a pass to 1
So
or 2?
if you did that, it would be 1, that would be 2, because it's diagonals, yeah. So anything over a corner diagonal like that is 1
Yeah,
zone.
because then it
yeah,
means
yeah,
if
yeah.
I stand here,
Ah.
it means this is the one I can target with my rifle.
Yeah, so that's
my
long for
basic
you.
gun.
That's 2 away, it's long, yeah.
Yeah. So I am going to aim for the one with the pink dot. And I am going to use my minor action to aim. Because of my perk. Sniper.
Okay.
When I take the aim minor action and then make a ranged attack with a two-handed weapon with the accurate quality, I can specify a hit location to a target without increasing the difficulty of the attack. So, what would you think I'm going to hit?
Don't know.
As
Ink?
always, the head.
Okay.
Duh.
I'm a big fan of the torso in this game, mate. I'm a big fan of the torso. The head's not the meta in this game, the torso's the meta, like.
Yeah, but I'm a headhunter.
Very nice. You
3
gained
successes.
You gained 3 action points. Because no,
Nice.
you gained 2 action points. Sorry, you did need. It was a 1 difficulty, not a 0 difficulty. You gained 2 action points.
And did I get anything else with that perk? I believe with
I think you can add bullets using action points instead of bullets with the. I don't know if that's the sniper perk or the accurate trait or something. I can't remember actually.
I believe with one of the I don't know, but I'm just going to roll damage.
Oh, the guy's got 1 hit point, Scoon. Don't worry about it too much, mate. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
That would
Ow.
mean it is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20
Dude, he's
damage.
ash. You just ash him and go boom.
It's 20 damage with 16 piercing, Scoon.
Yeah, well, it's piercing 2, so it's double pierced.
Aye.
Yeah. But what's bad is that you could use that on the big boss. You could have that on the big boss.
Shame you never saved that for somebody else. Was that the pink one or the non-pink one, Scoon?
Well, is the one above the boss? Because then I would say I was aiming at that one.
Neither are the boss. They're both just these mutated slavering mariners.
Yeah.
Okay, let me take off one ammo. So yeah.
Very nice, Scoon. Shame you never saved that. A really nice roll for somebody else that needed more than 1 damage to kill them. They had 1 armor as well, one damage reduction. My days, Scoon, that's quite the attack. Is that everything from you? You've not moved, so you've only done a major.
I did a minor as well.
Did you? Oh, you aimed.
Aimed.
You aimed. But you're not re-rolling anything, are you, on that?
Why would I?
Okay, so the one remaining mutated mariner, it's not going to run away or anything when his 4 of the other ones have died. In fact, takes a look at Tank and he sees a lot of meat and his eyes light up. And you see a look in his eyes, you've never seen something like it before, Stevie. You've never seen anything like this look in this formerly a man's eyes. You've never seen anything like this before. This man looks like he wants to bite your cock off and chew it and swallow it, mate. And not in a good way, like. He wants to eat you.
I was going to say.
Eat you, and not in a good way. He's going to move and he's going to attack. No, that's the wrong thing, Oliver.
The look of surprise on Tank's face is special just now.
Now, I'm going to just read them again. Oh, I forgot to give myself 2 action points at the start of this.
Shite.
So he's going to try and bite you. Now, I've got a load of action points, so I'm going to spend a load of action points and try and hurt you. So I'm going to knock that down to 12. And I'm going to do
You can now be happy this isn't The Walking Dead.
Full send.
Starving bites. With some 20s in there. I like that, but there's a 1. Oh, 3 successes.
I'm the GM though, with my complications.
I don't
have to fuck myself up with the complications. I can just give you 3 action points. You guys gain 3 action points from the 2 action points from the 2 complications. But I've got to get 3 successes. Now, what's Tank's agility? Is it 9?
Tank's agility is a 6.
Right, so I gain...
Yeah, I don't think... He doesn't have defense to 2.
I gain 2 action points from 2 extra successes, and I get to roll the damage. Now, I can spend up to 3 for extra dice here, and I'm going to spend them. This is why I get them.
Shite. 8 physical damage. Bloody hellfire.
Right, what's your...
And I suffered...
You've got to tell me what your physical reduction on this body part is. What's your physical reduction on your right arm?
How about that? Physical reduction on the right arm is... Is that going to be under core or gear?
It's on core, and it's on the paper doll.
Yeah, it's the body.
Yes. So right arm, you say?
Yeah, right arm physical.
Quite a lot of physical resistance.
Physical is 8. He's saying 8 there, I think. Let's have a look. Zoom in a little bit.
Low damage.
Yeah, physical. So was it physical and energy, isn't it? So physical is 8.
You take no damage, but you will suffer 1 point of fatigue. So your fatigue now becomes 3. So remember where fatigue was on conditions?
Ooh.
Change that to 3 now.
Yes. Bloody hell.
Isn't it add 3?
No, it just increases
no,
1.
It's gone up to 3. Yeah.
3.
So I'm going to spend 2 action points to roll again, and then I'm going to spend 6 to do all the dice.
Are you now trying to kill...
I'm trying to hurt him. So 4 successes. So I gain 2 action points back.
What? Bloody hell.
5, and I'm about to spend 3, so I'm down to 2. But guys, it takes me action points to hurt a heavily armoured character. I need to use them to hurt a heavily armoured character. And you notice I'm now down to 2 action points
from
already.
Some other character we play with.
I'm now down to 2 already. So, gonna add 3 into this. Oh yes, some of this will go through.
Tank for nothing.
So,
yeah, damn straight.
Let's see what body part this hits you on, Tank.
I believe all of his body
15.
parts have
So
8 reduction.
that's one of your legs. Have you got 8 physical on your legs as well?
Both legs, mate. Yeah, both legs at 8.
So you take 2 hit points of damage.
2 points. And the more fatigue.
And your fatigue becomes 4.
Oh, Jesus. That's bad if I've got this disease as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Sorry, Chris.
But there is ways we can deal with it. There are ways we can deal with fatigue.
But that is the turn of...
Much worse.
He was the only surviving one, so that is his turn. I'll move the rest just to tidy up the map. No, not him.
That's the.
Yeah.
that one.
You see Red Alert, his eyes go like slowly, like hit like narrowed eyes, like like slit, but it's more like an evil look.
Wait,
And his like his body gets a little bigger. And he basically stomps over to this guy.
Does Red Alert have eyes?
Yes, I do.
I thought that robot didn't have eyes.
He's got a slit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like it's like not like a super evil glow, but it's more like a dramatic look that was probably from the
Wow.
movies. They give him the more the evil look.
Let's go and look at Twitch for 2 seconds.
Oh wait. I'll open my computer dashboard.
Oh no, don't do that. Never mind, Scoon. I'm sorry I asked. I was just going to show you, I'm on a 25 watch streak on your channel. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I still had to open it so I can read afterwards.
It blocked your cams when you did, mate.
I know. I just have to go. But
Okay.
I wish
that's
I hadn't said anything, sorry.
well, but that's a problem when you're using Discord. That's why
Okay.
I personally never use it.
25. Okay, Red Alert.
All
Sorry.
right, so he's gonna come up there and smack him with his claw.
With the claw, whacking and smacking.
Excellent. Give him that claw.
San Diego.
Don't think Ronnie's even going to
Yep,
get.
and I'm gonna
San
spend.
Diego.
Could be one of
Yeah,
them
I'm gonna
combats
spend
where
one
Ronnie doesn't get a
AP.
turn again. Eh?
Smack.
Yep. I spent 1 AP to give me an extra dice.
Okay, are you doing the thing or am I doing the thing?
That's looking good.
Yeah, that puts you back up to max. 6. I think you're getting a turn, Ronnie, on this one again.
And Smith.
Oh,
Whoa.
That's piercing 2. Yeah,
I mean, they've got 1 hit point
piercing
max.
2, 11 damage.
They've got 1 hit
It's like,
point.
and he comes up there. Yeah, he just comes up. It just spins around and goes.
This is what each of them
Kills the
has
guy,
on
and
them.
he's like,
That's what each of them is carrying. So if you want to take anything from that, let me know. Because we have to roll for the ammo if you're taking it.
I say the 308 ammo is really good.
Roll 25.
This what's his name? Tank has got something that fires 308, so
You
that would
do.
be useful to him, unless anyone else wants it. Or wants to share it.
Nope,
Don't think
I'm
anyone
good.
else uses
I'm good on
three.
that one.
Cool.
Ronnie uses 45 for her assault rifle. Norm uses energy cells for a laser weapon. Red Alert uses melee.
I do too, but
.308.
yeah, I use some energy cells, but not as
I
often.
have a weapon that uses .308.
I don't think you use it.
Maybe a
but
hunting
you-
rifle would. If you had a hunting rifle.
Tank has a rifle that uses 308. So roll me 25
Yeah.
of the damage dice, Stevie. So if you go to the top left of your character sheet, you see the wee face?
Top left.
Yep. Click on
See my
him.
face. Yep. Click on that.
Click on him. 25
And
of
I
them.
put 25 of that. Roll it.
You're gonna see like
roll
a couple of just couple pages of that stuff.
Dang.
What do I get?
14
Me add
plus.
14. Did you work out how to change the thing, Stevie? I can do
Yes,
it for
mate.
you.
I don't know. I actually did a refresh on
Yeah.
roll 20, and now the cogwheel, the gear wheel's turning up, so that's
Add-
all good.
You may add 14 308 ammo.
14 rounds. Nice.
Yep.
Don't mind if I do.
Now, who's
308.
doing the group inventory? Because if you want, you've also got 5 heavy coat, 5 hoods, 5 bolt action rifles, 5 pipe bolt action rifles. If somebody's doing the group inventory, you may add those as well. If you want.
Heavy coat, hood, pipe, bolt action rifle. And what's 5 DC? What's
5 DC is 5 combat dice. That's what you've just rolled. You've done that.
okay. Is anyone looking to carry that stuff, or do you want Tank to carry it, given his ridiculous strength?
Well, technically, the group ammo stuff, the loot isn't counted as carrying. We never counted.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There isn't really a carrying capacity in this game. Not a rule for it, at least.
No, there is. There is 100%. There is. Everything's got a weight. Everything has a weight, and you've got a carry capacity according to your strength. 100%.
Well,
there
the
is, mate.
tank was the one that's carrying most of the stuff, I think.
I mean,
I think that otherwise we've passed it.
we've not
A
split
long
everything
time
up
ago.
into the groups, separate inventories. There is a group inventory. If that ever gets to the point where I think you guys are getting near your carry weight, then I'll tell you, look, we need to tidy this up, sell some stuff, or scrap some stuff. And we've done that before, but you're not near that at the moment. You may, if you want, add any of that gear to the group's gear.
Group's gear. Is that only way to do that on an individual character sheet, or is that done on a separate sheet?
There is no, it's not a separate sheet. If you go to
I got it. I'm fixing it.
Max,
I'm
has
doing
got
that.
it.
Cool, Max is on it. Cool.
Good lad, Max.
Mhm.
You can, if you want, spend some time exploring in this layer, but what you see on this level is mostly this fruit just growing all over the place, but then also, like I said, this weird shit on the walls and that.
I look to Ronnie. It's like, hey, can you help out Tank to heal him up a little bit, please, as a favor to me?
Sure. Do you want me to do the normal thing with the medicine check stuff? Because that's the easiest way for me to heal him.
Yeah, because I don't think he doesn't have any injuries,
no
so it's
injuries.
just fatigue, right?
So a medicine check.
His fatigue is shocking, yeah.
A medicine check, the difficulty is the number of injuries. So if Ronnie does a medicine check on you, the difficulty will be 0. And then you will gain a number of hit points equal, so she gains 2 action points. You'll gain a number of hit points equal to Ronnie's rank in medicine. What's your rank in medicine, Martin?
4.
So you've gained 4 hit points.
Nice.
Do you have anything?
Is there any way-
Do you have a med kit or anything like that can increase it, Ronnie? Because there are things where you can make.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought a med kit for this reason, and I've got stem packs, but I'm only going to use them in like the middle of a fight.
I think the med kit either gives you -1 difficulty, or it gives you a reroll, or it gives you plus more hit points. So it's
hold
worth a
on.
wee read.
Let me have a look.
remember.
What was the way to get rid of fatigue, though? Is there a way to heal that, or no?
Yes, there's normal fatigue. You've got to be warm and fed and not thirsty, and it's just the normal survival conditions get rid of normal fatigue. But his fatigue is caused by famished fever. He'll not be able to get rid of his fatigue until his famished fever is gone.
I'll get another. You'll get another 2
Is
points.
it not like a disease, though?
It is. Sorry, Martin. He gets another 2, did you say?
Yeah, I just looked, for using my first aid kit, so you can add 2 to the 4, so 6, I guess.
Get 6, because she's got a first aid kit.
Martin, does that take me over the maximum as well? Can I,
No, you can't go over the maximum.
Yeah, it just takes you to whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, if I've given you too many, nothing will happen. But yeah, 6 should take you back. Are you nearly at the top now with 6? Or do you
Yeah,
need
no,
more,
that's
do you think?
hit points wise, he's looking fine.
Oh, okay, that's
despite-
fine.
Quick question for you,
Despite the fight to
Stevie.
the cock.
Can you find anywhere on his sheet where it says your famished fever level? Because that's got a duration level. I think you're at 1 or 2, but I need to check that.
Okay, let's have a look. Right, so on my character sheet.
And if I can help him with any of that stuff, I don't mind doing rolls if I can.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Bring
saying.
his
If it's a
feet-
disease,
fever
that you
down.
can.
It's not in the disease thing. Famished fever. I think you're at
Weapon.
level 2. I know you're not at 3.
I've got something. I've got the fatigue written down, but I've not got.
Nah, I'm gonna say
sort of anything.
I'm gonna say you're at 2. Duration 2.
There it is. Famished fever. Well done. Thank you. Done.
I've just added that.
Of course. Yeah. Cheers. Got it.
My fatigue is 4. Sweet.
Yes. Well, you say sweet.
No, I mean it's sweet because everything's tidy and I know where shit is. That's sweet for me. That's what I want. It's up to you guys if you want to further explore this level and all the viscera and plant life, or if you want to just go straight down to the next level to try and find Dr. Yarrow.
Well, I feel like we're going into the mouth of a creature, because that's how that portal looks. But yeah, let's go there.
Okay, so I'm going to just move you down here just so that I can copy it.
1 point for
easier.
taking me as non-combat scene if you are a useless.
So you actually didn't go down that thing at the back. You went down the thing in the middle, like the that you saw. You will you'll arrive up here. I'll move you to the map once I've opened up a little bit of it for you guys. So bear with me. Let me just double check what area I'm revealing. No, I want polygon reveal. See yourselves, and you see the bit of the ship that you're in?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, you find yourself down another level in what you guess is the lower decks of the ship. And there's more of this strange shit all over the walls. In fact, these walls that you're seeing here, these look almost fully organic. It's a twisted maze of tight corridors. Stairs descend into the lower decks, where there's ruined crew cabins, engine rooms, and gore-spattered waste disposal rooms, ransacked armories, and kitchens overgrown with wild, pulsing, flesh fruit vines.
Yeah, Tank. You go ahead. I'll stay behind you. Wait.
I don't feel too good. But you see Tank going ahead, he sort of slumps forward, like his head is sort of dangling on his neck. He looks like shit, but he goes down this way, just has a little investigate.
Okay,
I mean,
so
I can give you some healing for that, I think, and also I can also give you some drugs that might not get rid of it, but they might counteract your feelings.
So it's a new scene.
Exhaustion. Okay.
It's a new scene. So what's your fatigue level? 4.
4, yes.
Lose 2 hit points.
Oh, Jesus. Luckily,
You've just been healed.
I've been healed. I forget your character's name, Martin. Was it Rudy?
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
That's it. Ronnie's giving him some lovely healing. So he's looking a bit better, but yeah, man. He suits his surroundings, let's say. He looks like ass.
Okay. I'm just thinking, I don't know if any of the
He probably looks less green. He's more pale green than a normal regular green as a super mutant.
Oh,
yeah.
He said he looks like ass, so I don't know what's the difference than normal.
Yeah.
But he's gonna die soon, right? If every scene he takes more damage, even I won't be able to heal him indefinitely, right?
Right.
Well, the only thing is, if he can get 6 hours of sleep, it will remove all that fatigue.
Oh, okay. So
He's got to find a cure for the farmer's
Yeah,
fever.
but we need to get rid of the sickness.
He's got to find a cure for the farmer's fever.
Okay.
Yeah, but the fatigue can go away by just normal sleep, though.
Tank, give me I want a perception survival difficulty 2, but because it's you, it's going to be difficulty 3. Because you've got farmer's fever.
Perception survival. It's on endurance at the moment. Let's turn that to perception. Perception survival. Roll it.
Also, Martin, And
Yeah.
Stevie, it's another scene. So if you want to have the positive effects of alcohol and not the negative effects of alcoholism, you have to drink again.
Sweet. Sweet.
Oh Christ!
Mark,
He's
you
got
love
plenty
it.
of wine, so that's
I've got loads of wine. It's like me in real life.
Yeah, I thought you would like that, Martin.
Like It's like, oh, I've gone through a door, better have another drink. Just in
It's
case.
another scene. If you want to have your shit, you
Another
better have
scene.
another drink. Oh, Stevie, that's a
Okay.
good fucking roll.
Okay. Not bad. I'll take it. Right, he's going to get some wine down his neck. Here we go.
So, Stevie, roll me.
Wine goes down to 8.
Okay, so your wine goes down to 8, but also you can roll me
Yep.
1d6. Just an actual 1d6 though, not a fancy Fallout one. Just
Gotcha.
a d6 because I want to randomise a table here.
Roll D6. Roll it.
1.
It's a 1.
Okay. So, well, give me a. Now, give me one of the Fallout dice, the Fallout d6s.
Right, I can do that. Let me just see. It's on the top left.
Yep.
And just the one. Go and roll it.
1. Okay, so
Roll.
you can have. Right, I need to find the thing. Rollable tables. You may have one roll on the ammunition table. Roll me 2d20. You're gonna find
Ooh,
something.
Nice.
Roll 2d20 is what? 18.
18 is. Okay, oh, this is good. This is Ronnie's favourite. Give me 4 of the combat dice.
Okay. Full combat dice. Right, full combat dice when my thing loads. Okay, done.
Oh, nice. So you get 9 plus that. So you find 13 45 rounds.
Nice. 14.
Well, Tank finds them, but I was just.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying it's your fave because it's the kind of gun that you. It's the gun that you use. But yes.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. I
Yeah,
didn't know if
yeah,
I could
yeah.
add that. Yeah,
So
yeah,
if,
yeah.
if he gives them to you, you may add them to your sheet. But yes, you find 14 45 rounds.
Cool. Tank brings him straight back to Ronnie. You know, you could see there's some recognition in his eyes that he knows that's the sort of ammo that Ronnie's into. But yeah, man, that head, Ronnie does not like the way Tank's head is rolling around on his neck, and yeah, he's seen better days.
Okay. So and as you pick them up, you're about here.
Cool.
And just as you're turning to just kind of look that way to see what's going down that direction, this wall next to you kind of crumbles and collapses, and you feel it up against. So what happens is you press up against it as you're turning, and you feel it with your naked skin. You feel this flesh against you. It doesn't feel like fruit. It feels like some sort of flesh, but like open flesh, like as if you torn the skin off some flesh, like some fresh flesh. And it feels like that, and you get up, and it makes you freak out, and you bug out, and as you turn, your big mass kind of knocks this wall over, and as you knock this wall over, so there's like a gap in this wall here. You've got to just imagine now, as you knock this wall over, I'm going to reveal some more map. Where's the thing?
Suddenly, from the speakers of the ship, you hear the song "Freak Out."
Yes. I was going down the Hellraiser route. Little hooks come out of the wall and.
No, we do not have Pinhead in this game.
No, it's surprised if it was.
Oh, yeah.
There's some games that probably would pop out at. I could see that in Mothership.
Yeah, that should just open all that
Oh,
up
hello.
now.
Here we go. Yeah, I can see that. Sadly.
And you see more of these slavering, monstrous, mutated mariners. Bear with me a second.
Shite.
And that means we will need to put initiative up again because we're on a new scene and so a new map, so it's not up on the screen
yeah.
currently, so bear with me. I'll just quickly delete the ones that are up, and you guys can pop up your initiatives again, please. Okay. Now, the Mutated Mariner's going to go first before we go into turn order this time and get a surprise attack on... well, no, I'm going to let you make a roll, Tank, to see if it's going to be a surprise attack or not. So you can make Perception Sneak, and it's going to be difficulty... It should be 2, but because it's Perception, it's 3 for you because of Famish Fever. So Perception Sneak, difficulty 3 from you, please.
Straight roll, click and roll. 1 success. 1 success.
So that's a failure. So this is going to be a sneak attack when the first one attacks you, which means it's going to be difficulty 0 for him, and it means his attack will also be vicious. So how many action points does your Overseer have? Only 2 currently. So I'm going to roll 1 extra dice. And I gain an action point. I gain an action point because it was difficulty 0. I'm going to spend both my action points that I have on the damage. Six. What on this body part? Right. What's your physical damage reduction on your head? No, your torso. Your groin.
Oh.
Number 3 is the groin.
Oh, the groin. What is it with these sailors going for my groin every time, man?
Well, dude, you're about 8 feet tall, and they're like probably like 6 feet tall or something like that. Yeah. So there's like a 2 feet difference.
So what's that? Torso is it for groin?
Torso, yeah.
So there's going to be 8 again. So it's all right.
So you take no damage.
Torso, but we said a few years back, 3 is the groin.
You take no damage. I think you still take the 1 point of fatigue.
Famished fever, is it? Oh no, I don't get extra famished fever, but I do get.
Your fatigue increases to 5. I do get
fatigue. Jesus Christ, 5 fatigue.
Yep.
That's not good.
And I don't have any action points to do anything else. So we now go into the normal initiative order, and it's Norm's turn. I'm going to nip AFK for a second, but I can still hear you. So that walls came down there. So Norm, where are you? Where is your?
He's right there. I just moved out of the way so he can see him.
So I would say that this wall where Tank is down. I'd say you do see this one, Norm. Yeah, you kind of see through there to that one. Yes, you can.
Without aim, because I moved, I'm going to shoot that guy.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, it is 3 away, so it will be +1 difficulty because it's extreme range, not long. So your difficulty will become 2. That's 1 success.
Not enough.
Not enough. Okay, is that it from you?
Yeah, I'm not going to use too many luck now.
Now it's going to be the Mutated Mariners. Okay. Tell you what, take one point of fatigue off, put it back to 4, because I think if no damage goes through, I don't think you're going to take 1. So I think take 1 off. Yeah, take 1 off. Go back down to 4. I think you have to get through.
Hey,
something has to get
through.
If
you don't get damage, you don't get the effect.
Yeah. She should probably lose 2 actually. Knock it back down to 3, Stevie.
Works for me.
Yeah, because otherwise it's going to be 10 in a minute. Because it's these guys' turn and there's a lot of them. The first one is going to. I've got no.
It's in your favor.
I've got no action points though, so you might be all right here. Oh, I've got 1 now. So I'm going to drop it straight on damage. And
wow, that's
depends which body part it hits.
Yes.
16 is one of your legs, so that's not going to go through.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool.
The other one that's in your zone.
How much do you have on your head?
It's not good, mate. It's not good. It's not got any helmet or anything like that. It's only 3 on the head, so the head's the one to go for. Yeah.
Yeah, normally zombies go for the brain, but Tank doesn't really have a lot of brain, so.
Yeah, good luck finding them. Yeah.
Now these 3 are going to move into your zone. And the 3 of them are going to make an attack, but I'm going to use the group attacking rules to make it quicker. I need to pee. So I'm going to do it. One of them's attacking with 2 assistants, so I just roll 4 dice for the attack. And then on damage, I just add 2 dice. And I've closed their character sheet for some reason. So, I roll 4 dice on the main attack from the 2 assists. You guys gain 1 action point, and I gain 3.
Cool.
Okay, so
I'm going to
put all 3 into damage, and I've got +2 from the assists. So I roll an extra 5. So 7. I need to hit the right body part for it to go through, though.
Yeah. 14
That's one of your
is
arms or
what,
legs.
right arm?
It's an arm or leg, I think.
Yeah, it's an 8. Yeah, so
Okay.
this is damn good armor.
The other 4 are going to do the same thing, though.
Anybody got a grenade?
He's just going to
Yeah,
move.
I do.
Now's the time to use it.
I've got 3 Molotov cocktails.
I'm going to have to run to the bathroom before I do the next attack, though, guys, or I'm going to pee my pants. So bear with me.
Fair play, mate.
You make, just talk
That's
team
fine.
tactics for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've got 3. I was checking my sheet before. I've got 3 Molotov cocktails.
Oh, mate. Now's the time.
Don't you need that alcohol? I mean, they are cocktails.
Yeah, no, I've got 3 Molotovs. Oh, and I've got because I bought loads, and I got 5 frag grenades. Because we
mate.
we geared up.
Look at that cluster.
Yeah, so I can use.
Oh,
whichever
please
one's
do it.
More powerful.
Please do it.
I also still have 2 Molotovs.
Yeah, we cleared it up a long time ago, didn't we? With a lot of stuff, so I think we're okay.
Yeah, if tank moves out of the way, you can
Yes,
throw Molotov
and
in that thing.
to be honest, even let's say, because I think he's fairly low down in the turn orders. But so if you have to do it, tank it, man. I'd take one for the team.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure if a few of us have got them, we'll take most of them out, hopefully.
Okay, so on this turn, 4 of them move into the... This one takes double movement and just runs into there, but 4 of them move into there. So that means one of them's going to attack with 3 assisting. So I roll 5 dice. Gain 3 action points. And I'm going to drop them all on damage. And there's 3 assistants, so that means I roll 6 extra dice on damage. Fight my heart, yeah. Yes! This one goes through. Come on.
Yeah, it certainly does.
And that's on this body part.
Ooh. He's got to be the head. So 9
is your left arm.
Left arm?
So you will take 3 physical to your left arm, because you've got 8 reduction, right?
Yes, that's
and
right.
You will suffer
And the extra fatigue.
1 point of fatigue, yes.
Bugger! My HP from here. No.
But I heard
that.
the discussions of grenades and Molotovs. Look how many you've got grouped into one thing. It's
a thing of beauty, man. A thing of beauty.
We should just throw in a Molotov there, or whatever.
It's red alert's done.
All right, so I have a question.
Yeah.
Question. We have one of the items we have in our inventory of ammo is a fusion core.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Question is if I ruptured a fusion core and throw it in there, what would happen?
Nah, you can't make a homemade explosive out of a fusion core. I like the idea, Max, but there's enough explosives in the game, and fusion cores already do enough in the game that I don't think we need to create any more. I like the idea, though. Respect for the idea. I do like it, but nah.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Unfortunately for me, I don't have the soak like him. It's like I could do a shitload of damage, but I don't have the soak like him. And if I go in there, I'll get swarmed.
I'm gonna have to move you. You are in that zone, technically.
Well, to get back to that fusion core idea, What if he throws it in the group, and I would use my aim to hit the fusion core?
Nah, there's
Doesn't
enough.
explode then?
There's enough explosives. There's grenades and mines that you can do that with. We're not adding more explosives to the game that has loads of explosives already. No, I like the idea. I do like the idea, but you've already got Molotov cocktails and grenades and stuff in this game. We don't need to make more explosives.
Yes, we do.
Nice try, valiant try. It's your turn, Max, mate. I had to have a look on your stream to see if I'd got it right with the areas that are visible and what are not visible, and I seem to have got it right. That's cool. Yeah, it looks good.
So yeah, I'm just gonna shoot one. I'm just gonna aim as my minor action.
Okay. You're one zone away, so it's medium range.
Yep.
I'm not counting the
I have a
wall as a
long-range
zone.
weapon, so
Just a separation between them. Well, no, that little bit there, that is a zone. So you are at long range.
I have a long-range weapon.
Okay.
So. Guns long range. I was like, yay! Okay. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna use 1 AP for X dice.
Okay. Oh, you get it
Wait,
back.
how is it that your laser gun is a scoped agitated sniper?
It's
laser
an
gun?
error.
Yeah,
It always happens in this game.
it does.
It always does that. It could be like,
Yeah, it was with mine as well. It was a focused, excited, scoped, improved laser gun in the beginning. So I just took away some of the words because it's just annoying.
You gotta fix that, Max.
1. So that's Pierce 3, 11. Yeah.
Or do you have vicious twice? I believe you can't have vicious twice, do you? Okay.
No, that's the where it says scope is doing the like whatever mod twice.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all
got
that's
vicious
doing.
twice, yeah. You can edit that somewhere on the thing. Okay, so just
Edit the name when you click the cog.
Yep. I'll just remove one of them from the thing then, because you certainly kill one. They've got 1 hit point. They're minion characters. You can roll the body part to see what the kill looks like if you want.
Okay.
Medium was 2 areas, right?
Medium is the next one over. 2 is long is 2.
Is a headshot.
Nice, nice. 2 seconds. I'm just trying to fix your gun. The things on it. It's got vicious twice.
Oh, that's fine.
There you go. Fixed it.
How can you do that? I'm the headhunter here.
Oh, nice roll. Yeah, you shot him in the head. Wow! And his head explodes. These things are very weak. They've got 1 hit point, so his head absolutely just explodes in a spray of red. In a red mist. Anything else, Max, for Red Alert? That was just an aim and a shoot, wasn't it?
I'll take another shot. Spend 2 EP.
Okay. Difficulty 3 now. Oh no, difficulty 2 because it's long range. And you've got long range weapon, right?
Yep. And I'm gonna spend another EP to give me an extra one.
Okay. And you gain 2 back because you needed 2. No, you needed. What did I say? You've got long range. You needed 2. You gained 2 back, so you got 5. Give me the roll of damage. Oh, wow, yeah.
There it is.
14 piercing vicious.
Okay. Remember to
Zap,
take care of,
zap.
remember to do the ammo on your sheet. But yeah, roll me a body part so we can see which body part you eviscerate with laser fire this time.
Probably another headshot. Another headshot.
That's one of his legs. The leg,
leg.
The leg just explodes into red mist again, so that then he just drops to the ground, completely dead.
Yeah. Shouldn't you just then change your name from Red Alert to Red Mist?
Now you will get a turn in this time, Ronnie.
Cool.
You may have to do some
Yep.
moving. You might not be able to do anything this turn, actually. You might have to do some moving. Saying that, you did see this wall come down. So you know that the walls aren't necessarily solid.
Okay. Well, there's loads of them left, isn't there? So I just want to use one of my. Do you want me to use the Molotov or do you want me to use the frag grenade?
Now, if you look at the map, though, you're going to have to come round, because you'd have to come
Why do you
round
need
here, or you need to get over this wall somehow.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I can't go that way. To jump the wall, like jump
I think
stairs and go that way.
have I not revealed this bit of the map? I think I have. Hang on. Yeah, you can see all this bit. You can see this bit, right?
So how did Tank get through then? Did he like climb through the
Tank went
wall?
here,
or-
he went through here, and then he got to here, and this bit of wall fell down. So see this bit of wall
Oh.
here? That bit of wall's down.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out how he got.
I can draw
through.
something on it, just to...
Oh yeah, it's just I was trying to
Like
figure
probably
out.
lines. Like lines to go that way. It looks like a doorway. Like little black lines.
So I can't. I'll just have to move, right? Because I can't, unless we've got any AP points I can use, right?
We got a few.
We
Yeah,
got-
we
You
got
have
5
got
out of
action
6.
points.
Yeah, worth the... Go for it, mate.
So can I not
Especially if
like
you've got that
move?
grenade.
So can I not move there?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
Anywhere in
my
that zone.
turn.
And
Yep.
just another main action and just throw it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do it,
because
mate. Do it.
I'm only throwing it to the next zone. Is that okay?
So, you'd be spending 2 action points because it's the second major action, but this little one here is a zone. Because of the awkwardness of the shape of it,
Yeah.
that's a zone. So they are 2
okay.
zones away. So that's long range. So it increases the difficulty by 1. So your difficulty is 2. Oh, is the standard difficulty with grenades, is it not already 2? And you've just got to hit in the
Let me
zone.
have a look.
It's a
It-
medium
it's-
range, so
Yeah, so
throwing
his,
weapon.
so his difficulty increases by 1. His difficulty increases by 1. But what's the actual roll for grenades? I think you have to just... You hit the zone and you either do full damage or half damage. If you get success, it's full damage. If you don't get the success, it's half
I believe
damage.
you just roll
I think.
explosives. It's
Yeah.
explosives plus
Yeah, it's explosives.
agility.
You roll
I think it's
explosives. Yeah, you
explosive.
roll explosives. Difficulty is
Okay.
3. I think the standard difficulty is 2. That's what I'm not sure on. The standard difficulty for this roll is 2, isn't it, Max?
I think so. But what it is that if he's rolling, it's going to be explosives plus agility.
Let me just get the
And
book.
if
Well,
even
and I'll
if
get
you-
the book.
Oh no, I just found there's not. It doesn't tell me much about the frag to do.
Yeah,
but
I will get the book
yeah,
out and I will read it. We'll read it.
From last time, I think I used it. I had to use explosives.
Yeah, we'll read it.
weapon.
Let me just see if the robot's
Roll a
better at
perception
throwing
explosives
stuff.
or agility throwing test with a difficulty equal to the target's defense modified by range.
Right, so the difficulty is 2.
Okay, that's.
And you
okay,
can do
fine,
either,
fine.
what was it? You can either do throwing or you can do perception explosives.
Explosives?
Agility throwing,
Agility
or
throwing.
perception explosives.
Agility throwing or perception explosives, whatever you prefer.
Yeah, let
Difficulty
Let
2.
me see what's my throw. No, my explosives is better. So I'll do explosives with. Did you say agility or can I do perception?
Perception explosives, wasn't it?
If you use explosives, it's perception.
Perception
that's fine.
explosives. Difficulty is 2, so remember that. You might want to spend action points to get more dice. You have.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
you can get 2 extra dice. You can spend 3 and get 2 extra dice.
I'll do that then.
Okay.
Okay, so let me click on it. So
So remember to roll 2 extra
Energy.
dice.
Right,
2 extra. Oh, I got 1 success.
You got
I'll
1
pull
success.
those.
You want to spend
Can
a
I
luck
use-
and reroll the 18, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
Hmm.
use a luck point.
Okay.
Okay. So, but I've not done this for a bit. So, I just roll another d20.
Just
don't
roll
I,
another. You
to
can just
say-
roll a d20,
Yeah.
aye, and just remember to lower your luck by 1.
Oh, it's a
that's
16.
fail.
Oh, man.
Can I use another luck point? 'Cause
You
it
can
seems
use
like a
another
lot.
luck. Yeah, you're just re-rolling a different. You're re-rolling the 8 this time. You can re-roll a different dice, not the same
I
dice.
can roll. Yeah. Okay, I'm
You
fucking.
can re-roll a different dice with another luck. That is
No.
no, you need 5s or
it's
more.
still a fail,
You
isn't
need
it?
5s. That's still a fail.
So I've got
Oh,
one more.
shit.
No. Ronnie's rolling the energy weapon, not doing explosives. That's why.
You do.
If you look at
yeah,
it,
you've
energy weapons.
Right.
Yeah, I've got.
Start again.
Sorry,
Start
I rolled the
again.
wrong one.
Start again. You've done
Sorry.
perception. You've done perception energy weapons. You need to do perception explosives. Start again.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong one.
Yeah, start again.
Because I think those are probably Ace would have hit it if he had so many points in that one.
Oh,
There you go.
There you
That's
go.
3 successes.
That's 3, and
That's
you needed
better.
2, so you get an action point back. Now
And the
the
luck that you use for the other one,
you could use to
use that for
get
that
rid-
20.
You could get rid of your complication with the luck that you've already spent if you want. So
That's true.
Yeah, I'll do
That's good.
that.
re-roll another d20 and your target's 6.
Okay.
Hey, at least it's not a
Well,
20.
That's not a
At least it's not a
complication.
20.
Yeah, so you don't have the complication now, and you get the success. So what's the damage on a frag grenade?
Let me check. Hopefully it's locked.
I know it's 6 plus its blast and
Blast means it hits everybody in the zone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay.
No, it's physical. It's 6 damage and blast.
2 seconds or so on.
Because I can't roll it off the sheet. I need to like.
The rest,
manually
no,
do
there's a
it.
damage button on the sheet. So if you look at, if you go to your weapons on your main sheet,
Oh, I
on your main
found it. I
core,
found it. Yeah, 6.
there's
Yeah, I
a
found
damage
it now.
button there. Press that, and it'll have all the effects on it.
No, you don't have to roll with explosive. You don't have to roll damage.
No, you still roll damage.
No.
I found it
You
on my
do.
sheet.
You do. On a failure, they take half damage. On a success, they take the full damage. So they're all going to
Let me
take.
Why? Then you should have
Or-
rolled with the weapon instead of explosive perception.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They are all
Okay,
dead.
well, I've done all the stuff, right? Is everyone dead?
Yes.
Yeah, you're good.
And
That's looking
I-
pretty good.
I just need to take one.
Oliver, would
Yes.
Tank? I mean, it's kind of a moot point because it's only 4 damage, but would Tank be involved in the blast as well? Because
Yep.
he's kind of in the zone.
So,
So,
roll yourself a body part. Roll a d20, Stevie.
ooh, okay, right. So 20. Don't roll high.
You don't want low because you don't want
sorry,
to hit
don't
your
roll
head.
low. No's good.
That's
Yeah.
on your
There you
leg.
go.
So
No,
yeah,
he took it into shin. He took it into
you'll
shin.
not.
Yeah,
So you'll not.
I
You take.
took a frag grenade to the knee.
You do. You take a frag grenade to the knee, but you've got enough protection that it will not do any damage to you.
Fantastic.
So that was pretty well
Fantastic.
done, Martin. I'm just tidying up, but beautifully done.
And I'll move my robot because he can't do anything because I just into the next zone because
Okay.
I don't think he can move
So
anymore.
you have cleared out
Oh.
all the enemies on here, so I can.
Good shot.
I can go.
And now we see Tank coming out of
Put
that
that back
room
to the
with
front.
full of fragments in his leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ronnie, keep a grenade in hand. So it's another like if
Sure.
the tank gets swarmed again, you start just throw it in there like, hey.
Yeah, I've got loads of them. We really stacked up on them when we went shopping that time. Yeah, so I think I've got 4 left.
Nice.
I'm going to check this door.
Okay.
Yes.
Because if it is
Good
closed,
shout.
if it is closed, I get a bonus on my lockpicking. So
Mhm.
Hey, does Tank need any healing while we got it? It's like I know Ronnie could probably give him some healing.
He got a little bit pummeled.
Just some. Oh yeah, sure. I can do the same as last time because it's a
Okay.
new
It's
scene, right?
0. He had to take an injury, so it's just basic whatever, isn't it?
So it doesn't use any resources.
If he's got, what is it? What you
Yeah,
do with
yeah.
medicine? Yeah.
Yeah, the medicine thing with my.
So if you use
health
the medical
first
kit, he just
aid
gets
pack.
plus. He gets +6, and the
Yeah,
difficulty
it's on
0
the
if he's
zipper.
got no injuries.
If anything, gives us an AP.
And gives you an
One
EP,
success.
6, so you get 6 HP back
and you guys
6
gain an
HP.
action point. Yeah.
Thanks, Ronnie.
and an action.
Uh, Although, does he? Or is it Tank that gets the AP or Ronnie that gets the AP? Because
The
obviously
group,
Tank.
the group gets the AP.
The
It's a
group,
group
yeah.
source.
Cool.
The group
Cool.
resource.
action points are a group resource.
Yeah, because if you get
Got it.
any AP, you're not going to have any because you're fatigued.
Mm.
But
It's,
if anybody
it's
else
always
gets
a
AP,
group
we're fine.
resource, apart from occasionally
That's it. I've got it.
some specific NPCs may have their own action points, but that's a GM only knows about that thing. As far as you're concerned, it's
Right.
a group resource. And allied NPCs can use your group pool. So, for example, Ronnie's got a robot companion. It can use your action points.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing at this door, Schoon?
I want to see if it's locked.
It is.
I'm trying. Is it locked?
Oh, yeah.
Does it have a computer or just a lock?
There used to be a computer lock, and that's disabled. It seems to be. Give me a perception and repair difficulty 1. Perception and repair, yeah.
I got a multi-tool if you needed it.
You don't know how it's locked because that lock's broken, so you don't know how it's locked.
Mm.
Could I attempt or no?
You can, yeah. You want to look at the door. You're not. The repair roll is you're just looking at how it's been locked. Repair, you're not physically repairing it. Repair is just the roll that I want you to use. Perception repair.
Okay, no problem. I just wanted to see if it was like.
So using a toolkit, it's not going to give you a better repair roll here.
Oh,
'Cause
I
you're
know.
not actually repairing something.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 1 AP.
Okay, you can gain 1 back because it was difficulty 1, so you get an action point back. You spend 1 and get 1 back.
Okay.
It's locked from inside.
Mhm.
It's barricaded from inside.
Hmm.
I knock on the door. Hello.
And then you hear, hello?
Hi. Are you a living, thinking creature?
Yeah. Are you one of them? One of those mariners? Are you one of those monsters?
No.
We are
I have
talking.
me
Does that
and a
make us a
normal guy.
What did you say, Schoon? I missed you, sorry.
We are talking. Does it make us one of those mutated mariners? I don't think so.
Oh yeah. Who are you?
We're trying to help here.
Oh, amazing. We've been stuck in here for days. We ain't had nothing to eat apart from what the twins get us. And that's just scraps. Is it safe to come out?
Twins.
It's better than the food out here.
Is it safe to come out?
Get anything good inside?
We've got nothing inside.
Honestly, I think it's probably safer for you in there for right now until we deal what's going on in here.
Did you kill those things? Are they
Yeah.
still
Oh,
out
from
there?
what I see, that yeah. I count the bodies. 1, 2, 3.
10.
Yeah.
And what about
Yeah,
that?
I was like-
What about Yarrow, the madman? Where is he? Did you kill him?
Yeah. Where is he? Good question.
His office is on the other side of this, deck, on the other side of down here. We can show you. Is
well-
it safe to come out?
This area is secure. Yes.
Okay, they're gonna open the door. Bear with me. It's in some reveal area again.
Hmm.
And 5
Good lord.
characters are going to come out. You've got Rasputin. His name's Rasputin. Jesus the Carpenter. Gary, the Vault Dweller from Vault 108.
No way.
Lisa. And Jimmy. Big Jimmy. These are all residents of the USS Massachusetts who are not infected, who didn't eat the flesh fruit. And they're very grateful for their rescue. And they're going to go, it's over here, it's on the other side of this wall. See that wall there? It's on the other side there. There's a vent you can crawl through. There's a vent over there.
We can crawl through. Okay, Tank, could you please use your muscles?
Okay, like Tank sort of roots around in his inventory and drags out his sledgehammer. But as he lumbers over to this wall, man, he's dragging the head of the sledgehammer along the floor, and he is absolutely exhausted. But yeah, no, he does. Like he winds up a massive roundhouse swing with a sledgehammer and pounds it into this horrible fleshy wall.
Amazing. Okay, so you will. I'll make a check, right? Actually, it's going to be difficulty 1. Now it's a strength, so you don't get the Farmer's Fever things on this. In fact, you'll get a reroll on this because you've had a drink. So I want a strength athletics, just difficulty 1.
Cool. Roll that.
It's only difficulty 1 because this is it's made of fleshy shit. This wall. What a stinking roll.
That's fucking terrible.
The complication.
Just use one of your luck. I bet you still have luck.
You might want to use luck,
still
because that complication is going to be a fun one. I've already thought of what it's going to be if you don't use luck, so you can fix it.
Gents, is luck blue or red on the...
On your token,
on
it's the
this
blue. On your token, it's the blue.
I've got
blue
two.
one.
Got 2 left. Okay, so he's going to use a luck. He's going to use a luck. What is it, a reroll?
To reroll, yeah.
Oh no, but you still have the beer. You took the alcohol, right? So you still
wait,
have the other
yeah,
one.
Yes.
don't spend your luck, put your luck
Yeah,
back.
do the free roll first.
You
Do the
have
free roll
do a
first
free roll.
before you
drinking
waste luck.
alcohol, so you've got a free reroll on strength tests.
Come on, baby. 17. Well, it takes it out of the danger zone, at least.
It's
Yeah.
still not it's not a
have,
complication, but it's still not a success.
It's still shite.
You can still go again. Do
The wall-
another swing. Just wham.
The wall holds firm.
Keep going.
You can
All
attempt
right,
to do it
Tank
again
looks
if you
around
want.
sheepishly at his companions, and his sort of eyes roll round listlessly in his head. And he has another go with his sledgehammer, if that's all right, Oliver, if you can rinse and
Yeah,
repeat.
you may absolutely repeat.
As
Right.
Does our rest of our companions want to be with us?
Oh
No.
my, Stevie,
No.
Stevie.
Dude, I'm blaming it on my character, mate. He's just dumb. He's done.
It's absolutely done, eh?
Hey, let me try it. Like Red Alert said, let me try. And he has his big
Yeah.
his
I'll let you try.
staff,
I'll
and
be
it's like,
back again
"Let me see
in
if
a
I can
second.
work."
Yeah, but cool. If Red Alert's bringing that claw, let's see what happens.
Yep. And I will spend 1 EP and better swings and electrified stats coming on it.
That is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's seen Tank, do a couple swings, so that's why he got the nice shiny staff, and he's like, "You got hammer, I got staff, that's cool." I'm like, okay, but it's electrified, so because some of my components I have does extra damage with electrical weapons.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic!
I like it.
Fantastic.
Yep.
You only needed one match,
Maybe-
so you can
maybe
gain 2 action points back.
Nice.
So
I
what are you
wonder
on
if
now?
the flesh sort of reacts, to the touch of that electricity. It sort of shrinks back from the shock.
You see another wall.
Oh, here we go. All right.
No, so I stop and I look at Ronnie and Norman, see how far they are.
Yeah.
Sure, how far are we from everyone?
The 5
Yeah, I would say,
people
Ronnie,
that you
if get,
rescued,
back there, you should be fine.
5 people that you rescued, they run upstairs. So this wall,
Where's Scoon at?
this wall's also broken.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, I go up here and I look at Tank and I kind of move him up. Yeah, you want to take a swing and I can assist you, so we both can swing it at the same time. So I'll let you see if you
Sure.
want to go hit.
Tank gives a slack-jawed nod.
If you
and
both swing at the same time,
stuff.
I'll let one of you assist it. Yeah, 100%.
Cool.
I'll let him go because he has more of the breaking weapon.
Jesus Christ.
No, Jesus went outside.
Yeah, I'll give it.
Yeah, Jesus just
I'll
went
give it a
outside.
roll.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
You may just want to make your own roll instead, Max, because he's failed.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
what I'm
can't.
doing. I see my dad. He
Yeah,
just kind of like. I'm like, man. It's
Daddy
like,
hit the
I'm looking
wall.
at my arms. I'm like, I'm glad I'm not flesh. I'm gonna spend an EP. Let's go down.
There you go.
We got a 1. Lovely.
She gained 1 action point as well. Somebody put an action point on the thing.
Oh yeah. Shall I do that?
Nice.
I'll do that. 3 to 4. Done.
Did that work?
That worked?
Yep. So we see your stairwell like right in front of us, right?
Yeah.
I yelled at Ronnie, "You coming?"
Sure. Hold on. Sorry, I got impressed. I just got a new badge and start playing. I got a gold badge for having 100 new different players.
Wow.
nice.
Check you out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
If you
Congratulations.
folks, if you are watching this later on YouTube, if you look in the links below in the description, you find Martin's Start Playing link where you can hire him to be a dungeon master.
Now I've got a gold badge.
He's got a
like
gold
He's great.
badge.
He's great GM.
a digital
official.
gold badge. A digital gold badge, I'll say.
He's
You
official
should get a
gold
real one. You
badge.
should get an actual one. Yeah. Yeah. Like
I mean,
with
I might-
YouTube, you get the plaques.
I might ask her. I mean, it looks cool. It's got 3 ships on it or something. Anyway, that just happened. That's why I was distracted. Right, yeah, I'll move. So we're moving downstairs, right?
No, so
Yeah, this
the
go
stairs,
right here,
no,
you'd be
those
fine.
those
Move right
stairs,
there.
those stairs would take you back up.
Oh.
When in fact that's the stairs back up. No, ignore those stairs. You've smashed those stairs out the way. Those stairs no longer
Okay.
exist. You've now just got another layer of this, another room full of this viscera, this weird stuff, and a door. There's a door there.
Is this door closed?
This door's open.
Normally, Tank would rush in, but he's going to look at. Sorry to interrupt. He's going to look across sheepishly to Red Alert as if to say, "Tank going now."
Let's just see what Norm sees. Norm's
want-
sneaky. He could see something.
Before
is
I'm
it-
gonna take a look through the door, is there shadow here?
Oh.
Yeah. There's enough shadow here.
Yeah, so you
I'm
probably
going
could
to,
sneak and look
go
in there real
sneaky
quick.
Is it worth me giving my robot one of my grenades? Because I forgot his energy weapons is rank 6. So
What
he's
is
like
it?
a master.
There we
So
go.
I
That's
might give him
2
one of my
successes for a
things.
2
sneak.
successes. Not bad. Not bad.
So I'm moving here
You move into the door.
and
Okay. So I'm gonna read
taking a poke in the door.
I'm going to read a statement then, bear with me. The heavy door to the office is eerily unlocked and the lights inside are off. Are you entering or just peeking your head in?
Peeking in. I'm not gonna
Okay.
take a risk.
The office lights flicker on with a sickly fluorescent glow. The lab is spotlessly clean. A jarring change from the chaos of the rest of the ship. A large metal door on the opposite side of the room hums gently, a constant electrical current running through it. A balding, messy-bearded older man in a lab coat stands behind a desk strewn with papers and files. He grins too wide and his eyes bulge. Dr. Yarrow levels a syringer in your direction and giggles a little, and then speaks in a squeaky voice. I'm afraid that's as far as you go. You should not have come, but now that you're here... And suddenly, a blaring alarm begins sounding out across the USS Massachusetts. Dr. Yarrow shrugs and laughs before he finishes his threat. Well, you might as well be put to good use. And I'm going to reveal a little bit more map, and then we're going to go into a wee fight. Hee. In fact, I think I'll just reveal all the map now.
Why not?
I think we can now. I should have really hang on, because I've done too much. I should have just kept that bit. But what's this?
And we just now
He's gonna
see a
trim
big
it.
square.
Yep, don't worry, I'm fixing
He's
it.
gonna trim it.
Trimming it. That's more like it.
Cool.
The way for me to double check is to look at Scoon's stream and see what he sees. That's not caught up yet. There it is. Yes, that's exactly right. There we go. That's perfect. So,
I would say I took a peek through my scope, so just only have the barrel. And
only the
door
barrel
and
and the gun is through. Fair enough, Scoon. No, that's absolutely fine.
I still have some cover from the wall. Unless he has supervision and already sees me over my 2 success sneak.
He did see you. He did see you.
Dick.
That's why he's made this statement to you. That's why he did the thing. So an alarm continues sounding, and throughout the fight, I can spend action points to bring in Mutated Mariners if I wish. So everybody, your initiatives are already up. Dr. Yarrow does see you, Scoon, but I'm going to say that you have got 2 dice worth of cover because only your head and shoulders are poking through. But he is going to level a syringer at you and fire.
Wait, syringes. I think that I'm immune to those weapons.
Ghouls? I don't know, mate. I don't know.
I think they're on a good red.
Nah,
I
because
think
you're not
red
immune.
is-
You're
it's
not
the
immune to
super mutants are immune
chems.
to poisons and radiation.
I don't think you're immune to.
Oh, yeah. That's only in
To
the,
the effects
show
of
and,
syringer. Yeah, I don't think you're immune to the effect of the syringer, unfortunately. But Dr. Yarrow is going to, from behind his desk, take a shot at you.
So, and that's long range?
2 seconds, I'm just moving the action points down.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's long. Because he's shooting over the table if he stays there.
And Scoon, you got like a defense of 2 anyways, don't you?
I have a standard defense of 5 except for the head. There's a 2. And I get
No,
2
it's
extra defense on my body because I'm behind a wall.
no. I was asking, do you have the
No,
defense
that
of
doesn't.
2
No, it doesn't
for
increase your. It
agility?
doesn't increase your defense. It means you roll 2 dice for cover, and that reduces whatever
I have
damage.
defense of 1.
Yeah, it doesn't increase your defense. It means you've got 2 dice of cover. But he's going to take a shot with no additional dice. I've got no action points from my boss here, but
Ooh, that's a 1.
that is 3 successes. Yeah. So let me see what the range on his gun is. It is in fact a medium. So that is at long range. So he needed 2 successes. So he will gain an action point, and he's going to roll the damage.
This is where Scoon does 20 plus damage viciously.
Let's see what body part it hits first, and then let's work out if it does the thing. So 5 is your torso. Scoon, what's your physical damage reduction on your torso?
Enough, as in a 5.
Enough that
Oh, wow.
syringe will not go through your armor, and you'll not take any effect from that. That was lucky, mate. But Dr. Yarrow only has 1 action point, so he's not going to be able to do anything else. He will just take full cover behind his desk. Norm, it's your turn.
My turn. Aim for the head.
Yep.
we got 4 AP, dude.
Perk.
We got
Seriously,
4
Let's
AP.
go,
I'm
let's
loving
go.
that perk.
Oh.
Lock.
Man. Yeah.
Oh no, you still got a free reroll.
Scoon.
You still got a free reroll.
You're
because of the
aiming.
aim,
You've
right?
got to reroll enemy, mate. You're aiming.
Would be perception, energy weapons. That's a success.
Ah,
Two
Two
successes.
successes. Aye. So you'll gain an action point.
And then I will roll the damage.
You're up 5.
And you can add. I think you can add AP to that because you have a scoped weapon. Because if it has an accurate effect on it, you can add AP to it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and I've rolled no reduction on my cover.
So I can. Oh yeah, I can use AP to add damage instead of fire rate.
Bullets. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So you
I need to look that
can
up.
spend like 3, because the max you normally get is 3 anyways, like melee.
As you're shooting at him, he's ducking behind the desk, and he's like, "Fools! If only you knew about the grand master plan. You wouldn't be shooting with me. You would be working with me, but it's too late for you now. But I'll put you to good use. You'll be perfect for what I'm gonna do." Evil.
I like him.
laugh.
We should. I think he's a good. Yeah, he's a goodie.
He's a good egg. Like I love him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're rolling your damage,
Yeah, I'm-
Scoony baby.
I'm looking at that. Yeah, you spend up to 3 AP to add 1 attack dice per AP spent to the attack damage. So we have 5 now, right?
Yeah,
So
and
yeah,
you
I'm
can still
going
do
to
your
add
fire
3.
rate to it. And
You have 5 action points, yeah.
I'm going to add 3 damage dice to the shot on his head.
Oh,
That
bloody
would
hell.
be
Ooh.
12, 13,
Ooh.
14, 15,
That's all.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wait, 1, 2,
Pierce
3,
of
4,
duh.
5, 6, 7,
20
8
with
piercing.
20 with 8 piercing. Wow, which body part?
The head.
Now, hang on, because aiming doesn't mean that you're automatically hitting his head.
Yes, it does.
You have to, no, it doesn't. Aiming is a different thing. You pick the body part to hit the head, and that increases the difficulty of your attack.
Sniper. When you take the aim minor action, then make a
Yep.
ranged attack with a 2-handed weapon with the accurate quality, which
Yep.
I have.
Yep.
You can specify hit location to target
There
without
you go.
increasing
Yeah,
the
that's it.
difficulty of the
There
attack.
it is. I knew you had it somewhere.
Mhm.
That's exactly the one. Okay, so you will do. He's not got enough resistance to take that, so he's gonna take 20 damage. Was that 8 faces? That's
Whoa.
20 damage. Yeah.
To the head.
He's gonna have an injured
1, 2, 3,
head.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 piercing.
So he's got.
No, 16 piercing.
Aye.
Because it's piercing too.
Yeah. So he's going to have a very injured face. He's blinded. He can't see properly, and he's stunned as well.
Exactly. That's why the head is also a good spot to hit.
And he will scream, "Ah! Don't kill me! I'll! You'll never know the cure for the fever. You'll never know the cure if you kill me. Idiots! Fools!" And he gets ready to shoot you again.
Okay. He's
Yeah,
not
you
gonna
take
do
the shoot
anything
again.
anymore? No. Because
not-
now I just want to make sure I can restrain him then. If he promises not to do anything, otherwise, because then it will mean we go out of combat maybe.
He'll, if that's what you mean to do, Scoon, he'll go, whoa, yeah, and he'll drop the gun. And he's dazed and stunned and that. He's like, whoa, no, don't kill me, I'm sorry, don't kill me, I'll give you the cure, I'll give you the cure, I'll give you the cure.
I'll return this thing
I'll
off.
give you the cure.
Weapon drawn. Even though I know he might not be able to see it correctly, but just in case. And I will see if I can find anything to restrain him on the chair.
Okay. I mean, you guys have a bunch of junk and stuff. I would say you can tie him up.
Yeah, we can
restrain him.
hog tie him.
Mm.
Take two junk.
Not hog tie, just
Remove
on the
Max.
chair.
You're on the inventory, aren't you? Remove two
I
junk
got it,
from your
I got it.
inventory. Remove two junk, and you can tie him up.
Absolutely. I got it.
So he is now restrained. He's restrained and got an injured face.
What kind of is this? A chair with like open armrests?
I'd say it's
or-
one of these. Yeah. See, it's got open armrests. You can tie him to the open
I will make
armrest.
sure that I will restrain him on the armrests.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
So two junk, as in 2 ropes on the armrest, so that he can't move out of it.
Okay.
And even though he might heal from his head injury after we restrain him, I'm like keeping my weapon aimed at him. Okay, talk.
I have the cure.
I said talk, not stutter.
I have the cure. Don't kill me. I have the cure, and you won't have the famished fever. Anyone that's eating the fruit, I can give you the cure, and
How the
you'll
hell are you
be
raising
okay.
your
Yeah,
hands with
Tank,
your...
come in.
No, sorry. He's no longer raising his hand. Sorry, Scoon. He's. Yeah, no. I'll tell you where the cure is.
Cure.
And all the while, there's an alarm going off. Remember as well.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
turn
all
that
over the
thing
ship.
off.
Where can we turn off that annoying alarm?
There's a button under the desk. I think I'll double check. I think it is under the desk. Yeah, there's a button under the desk.
I click it. I click it.
Yeah, there's just a flip. It's a flip under the desk. Minor action to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so the alarm stops.
Cool. Good.
The files and objects on Yarrow's desk are scattered around chaotically. There are research notes and blah 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 blah. You've not had a close enough look. I'm just telling you roughly what's there because you're close to his desk.
Yeah. I yell over to Garani, hey, you make any heads or tails of this stuff?
Sure, can I do a science?
You're still
roll to-
you're still over here, Ronnie. Are you coming through?
I mean, I've got my robot who's really good at throwing things, so that's why I was waiting in case I need to blow stuff up.
Yeah, this guy seems to be. This guy's restrained. And bear in mind that is a door behind you. There's a door behind you as well.
Yeah, I said no open door. There could be a bad monster.
And my robot has the grenade, so he will throw it with his very high roll. So yeah, can I do a science roll to check out some of his research?
Yep. So,
See if it's true in case he's lying about this, because
Do
he
you-
could just be telling us.
do you have any ranks in the science skill, Martin?
Yeah, I've got 3.
Any
Or it could be-
any character with ranks in the science skill will recognise the terrifying genius of Yarrow's skill at genetics. You will find the
Sweet.
following when you search the desk. Bear with me a second.
Cool.
I have ranks in science.
Yeah, I get everyone's got probably 1, right?
And no,
I
Tank,
don't.
No,
Oh.
Tank
No,
doesn't.
I don't. No, science, mine's more repairs stuff.
I've got
You will
ranks in
find-
nearly everything.
So bear with me, Martin. I'm going to read you quite a bit here.
Sure.
The flesh fruit, and I'll be able to make that handout for this later if you want. Flesh fruit files. Detailed diagrams, drawings, and patient files document what Yarrow called flesh fruit, and its phenomenal property to grow more abundantly in freezing temperatures. Yarrow's observations indicate an undesirable bacterial effect exacerbated by repeated consumption. The crew he tested the food source on saw a massive increase in metabolism while simultaneously experiencing an enormous reduction in the size and function of their brain's frontal lobe. These effects led to increased hunger, aggression, and impulsive behaviour. Yarrow's notes express frustration at not understanding how the fruit mutates the crew's bodies in such a monstrous way. You find notes on a cure. A single file details Yarrow's failed attempts to cure famished fever without reducing the fruit's ability to be farmed in a harsh winter climate. Yarrow's previous efforts failed, but his most recent and unfinished design for a cure has not yet been tested, and the doctor believes that this cure will work. You find a holotape as well.
I mean, we have the living source right there, so we're good.
well, Tank, there is a untested cure. You want to be our guinea pig?
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
Before that, do you want to play the holotape?
Yeah. can't we
Well, I
stick
mean,
it
I
in the
could put,
robot?
like,
Because I've got more
I know
information
Ronnie
for
has something.
if Ronnie would like to play the
Ronnie.
holotape. It's Ronnie that's investigating the desk, so if Ronnie would like to play the holotape,
mean,
you
I'm
can.
worried in case it's corrupted and like turns.
Nah.
red into a
It's
crazy
not.
robot.
It's not going to ruin your Pit Boy. You can pop it in your Pit
How
Boy
do
and
you
it'll
know
play
me-
what's on it.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh,
I don't know. It might be like the Ring movie
malware,
or something.
Worm.
Remember when
is
fucking
going through it.
Windows updates and it fucks up my entire life?
If you play the holotape, you'll hear
Yeah, I'll play it. Yeah, I'll play it.
You'll hear Yarrow ramble. This deal with the last son of Atom and the mad sheep that follow him has me at my wit's end. I'm the one that helped him unlock the methods to genetically re-engineer his pets, his little monsters. His plan for this backwater regions relied on me entirely. And yet, other than providing me the fungus to grow my beautiful orchard and a little hint about using frozen cadavers as fertilizer, he's given me nothing. No cure to this sickness is fungus inflicted on my crew, and no weapons or soldiers to help defend my horde. He takes and he takes. I've had quite enough of his arrogance. He and his sheep will serve me well the next time they come by providing a bountiful supper to my crew and fresh fertilizer for the orchard. That was what he says in his holotape.
I look
It's
at
him
everybody else and
rambling.
look at this guy. So, how long do we have to keep this guy alive?
Well,
I mean, can we like
I
ransom him to
believe
someone
he
else, or
gave
is
us
he
what
the
we
big
needed
boss?
to know.
Sure.
The doctor will promise to help you find the cure if you let him live just a little longer.
Can he make
Yeah,
drugs?
that's what we plan to do.
Can
So I
can he
grab him.
make
I grab him by the scruff of the neck and start working.
Red alert. I think we first need to loosen his bindings before he can work. You just now picked him up with chair and everything.
He looks. He's like, yes.
Listen, it's gonna take me all day to work on these notes and on this cure. But if you help,
Oh,
if,
then
if you-
start working.
If you help, then it's going to take less time. Now with the PCs,
I mean, you're looking at you two and say you were the smart ones.
I'm cutting loose the.
if the PCs spend
Bindings.
at least 4 hours, they can attempt to use Yarrow's notes to finish developing a cure to reverse the mutated effects of those that consumed flesh root. To do so, they must succeed on a group intelligence and science test with a difficulty of 4. If Yarrow helps, reduce the test's difficulty by 2. And if you fail, you cannot engineer a successful cure, leaving the fates of those affected by the fruit up to chance.
Well, I mean, I say we could do that, and we have dice to spin. So I say probably either Ronnie or Scoon can help manage that.
Going to take you at least 4 hours, and you've got to let him help to reduce the difficulty by 2.
Needs science, right?
Just to play devil's advocate, he's been. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, in science. Good.
He has been shot in the face
He has
and
been
is
shot in the
blinded.
face and is blinded. You can fix that though with a medicine check.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
That's on
Ronnie,
Ronnie.
Do you want me to heal him?
him face no work.
Okay. Now
Hey!
His
I
face
think
work
it
good
will.
now.
I think his
Yeah.
face is
So
good now.
it doesn't cure his hit points because you're doing the injury this time. So you take his injury off him.
Well, we don't want to cure his hit points.
Nope.
Definitely
Fair
not.
point.
You just fix
Yeah,
his injury
yeah.
so
It's
that
his
he can
injury.
see and he can
It's
help
just
you with
injury.
this.
Because if we cure his hit points, he might stop helping us. He is now injured, but in pain and still helping. Pain is
Perfect.
a good motivator. But I think with science, I think Ronnie has a better science than I do.
Yeah, I would imagine mine is the best in the group. Just
Certainly
you
better than
know.
How
Tanks.
high is your science rank?
It is science. Well, I don't think it's as high as it could be. I'm better at medicine. My science rank is 3.
Yeah, -2.
Oh,
Is
and
it
my
perception
intelligence is
also, or-
and my intelligence.
I think
is
it's
8.
intelligence. It's
Yeah, my
intelligence.
intelligence is 8. So
I think
Yeah,
Ronnie's
then
the
you're
leader
better.
on that one. Then yeah.
do you want me to
Because
roll
my
for
science,
it?
my science is 2 and my intelligence is 6.
You've got 4 action points, Martin.
Cool. Spend all of them.
So if you spend 3, it gives you
Yeah.
an extra 2 dice.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, what have we
3
got? 19
successes.
said.
3
Yes.
successes.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, but what did I say? Difficulty.
It was 2. You said it was 2
What's the
because of the help of the
Yeah.
other guy.
Difficulty 4, and he
Well,
brings it down to
uh,
2, so you
we
gain an
gotta
action point.
2
Nice.
less.
Hooray.
You gain an action
So I
point.
did the action point? Oh, someone's done it.
So, if the test succeeds,
Yep.
the PCs create an effective cure and can immediately test it on anyone afflicted with famished fever.
Hey,
So,
chunk.
first, remember, that took 4 hours.
Yeah.
So first, 4 hours have passed as well. Remember that. 4 hours have passed. You can spend 6 action points. I don't have 6 action points. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Oh no, you can generate action points for the GM's pool if you want to create this result. So, if you wanted to use your 2 action points and give me 4, you can turn it into a spray that could be sprayed on the flesh fruit, which would then make the flesh fruit safe to eat and not give famished fever. You have to spend 6 action points, but you can do it if you want.
Have we got
I
that
say
many
do it.
action
I say do it.
No, you don't,
We
but it
got-
does say here in the book they can generate AP for the GM's pool if they want to create the result. So you can
Because we've
you
only.
can,
'cause
Mm.
it-
you
because
can
we've
buy
only
them
won.
from me.
If we
Yeah,
do
we've only-
it, then
He only
Oliver
gets 4.
4 action points.
Yeah, that's only it. He only gets 4.
It's not much. 4
But what
isn't
it is,
much.
It isn't a lot.
yeah, but what it is, it gives us a renewable food source that we can grow, and with a cure on it, we don't have to worry about the fever anymore.
Mm.
Yeah. I think that is the best choice to do because we can just spray tank with it as well.
And he has food. No, because we used a cure on him to test it. Then we made
Yes.
like we spend the extra 6 to make a spray to make
Got
the
it.
food good.
Oh, yeah, then okay. Then if that's the case, then we can just do that.
Yeah, so we figure out how to counteract the bad effect of a fruit and basically can spray it. We can grow it, spray it, people can eat it now without
So-
the effect of it.
Throughout your 4 hours of making this cure, what you have to do, this is what the cure consists of. You discovered, with Dr. Yarrow's help, that you need to remove the intestines of a corpse of someone afflicted by the sickness. So you did it
Oh,
with...
we have about 10 people
yeah,
out
you've
there.
got lots of them.
Yeah, we
You
got
then-
lots of bodies, so yeah.
You then mince it into a paste and mix it with Radaway and then dilute it with salt water. And that's what creates your cure. So that's the process that created your cure. Because you've spent 6 action points, you now have it in a spray. If you spray this on flesh fruit, the flesh fruit can be eaten without giving famished fever. And also, Tank, you'll be pleased to know that you can cure your famished fever. So your famished fever
Thank God.
duration will go down to 0. Your fatigue still is your fatigue.
Yeah.
You still have that level of
there it
fatigue.
is.
But that's just a night's
Yeah.
rest and it's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gone, dude. You're
That's
good.
just a well-fed, warm night's rest away from being gone.
But wait, question:
Yep.
do they have to do that process for every time they grow?
Yeah.
For
fresh
you
fruit?
to you to create more of this cure, that's the process to make some. Yeah.
Oh,
So you've got
We
a-
need the intestines of people who died
So you
from
have
the
a
infection.
small batch just
Ah.
now, but you're going to need to make more in order to
Yeah,
cure
so
all these
we don't
Minutemen.
have a
So remember,
unlimited amount of
No,
flesh fruit in
no.
that way.
And remember, all those Minutemen are sick. Also, you've got Dead Drop Dave, I remembered his name, the trader from Beatsville, is on his way to Beatsville, or is probably at Beatsville by now, with some
Oh,
infected
shit.
flesh fruit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And I wanted to point out something to you. So at one point, so all throughout this, Dr. Yarrow keeps giving shifty eyes to this door. And it's as if he doesn't want you to know what's in there.
All this time that we were here, I kept my gun pointed ahead, so I would see him eyeing that door.
Yep, you see him eyeing that door, but he's eyeing it in a way.
Okay, Doc, tell me. Behind the door.
Behind that door, is there enough food to feed the Commonwealth for the rest of this winter?
I'd say call bullshit on it.
Yeah. Now that you've got the cure, it's all good. There's millions of fruit in there.
Yeah. Or a super monster down there.
Look! I'll open the door for you. Just let me. If you let me live and you let me out here, I'll open that door for you, and you can take everything.
How many cures can we get out of one bottle of this spray?
I'd say 1 bottle of spray from 1 corpse.
So
We have
one
like
cure.
9 corpses.
You have like 10
Well-
corpses, I think.
I want actually one of you to take one of the cures. Upstairs there are still living flesh fruit zombies. I want to know if when you use the cure on a living flesh fruit zombie, if they completely turn back.
The cure should bring someone back. Yeah, the cure should help bring someone back.
Okay.
Because then all the ones that we kill, we make a cure out of.
Mhm.
So we would have in total.
Enough to save all the
9.
Minutemen.
Yeah, because we have the ones the ones before of the upper level, which is like
And there's
the
others.
level below.
There's others. In the middle level, there was corpses lying about as well. There's
yeah,
other
that we
corpses
blew
as
up a
well.
bunch of those asses.
The ones that they were eating originally, there is other corpses as well.
All the dead ones, we will make cures out of all the dead ones. The ones that are still alive, we save,
Mm-hmm.
and then we make sure that a batch of the cures go to Beatville
Mhm.
for those that ate or are almost planning to eat the fruit, so that they do not
You
change.
definitely want to get some cure to Beatsville, 100%, or Beatsville could all just be dead by the time you go there next time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and the
And you've got
question is,
friends at
Red Alert
Beatsville.
looks is that do we want to look behind a door, or we just basically just have the boat go?
We
Well,
want
tell
him
me.
to open the door, yes.
Tell me, Red Alert, are you tempted to open the door, or are you going to ask him to open the door?
No, I look at him and I'm like, no, I was like, no, I was like, do we need to open the door, or we just leave it locked in there? Because I rather whatever's in there stays in there.
So he goes over and he disables the trap that's on the door, and then he opens the door. And I'm going to do the map first, and then we're going to tell you what's in there.
Gun laser yank.
My man is focused on his head, on him, my weapon. So just have to pull the trigger if something isn't right.
Let's see, I've got this here. Okay, in the massive freezer on the other side of the door lies Yarrow's hoard, the most significant source of fresh food remaining in the Commonwealth this winter. Investigating the hoard reveals its ghastly nature. Yarrow grows the purple fruit by planting the fungus provided beneath the eyelids and in the mouths of frozen corpses buried under a thin layer of iron-rich topsoil. The USS Massachusetts top deck orchard was cultivated from the hoard's much larger garden. The PCs can take as much flesh fruit from the hoard as I allow them to. And if the garden can be treated to remove the adverse effects of the flesh fruit, the food source and its ability to grow in the freezing temperatures could save many lives across the Commonwealth.
I mean, we got the spray, so
So if you sprayed
The
the food source, the ones where they're
Okay.
growing it, then it actually becomes safe. I'm going to nip AFK for 2 seconds, discuss amongst yourselves.
Yeah, that's
Well,
why
I said if-
I was wondering if we spray it on the root or on the seeds. Does the seed become safe?
yeah, that's what he said.
Because
Is that
then we would
if you
have
spray it
a-
on the, well, it's like if it's a berry bush, right? And the berry bush is sick or something, and you cured it, it still regenerates good fruit, will it not affect you anymore. So it's to neutralize bad fruit.
Because I thought Oliver said that it just cures the fruit itself. So like the plant is still infected and will produce infected.
No, I think he
That's why
said
I
it
wanted
cures
to
the.
know.
No.
Are we
The
able
whole
to
Also-
cure the
is cured.
seeds or the
Can
plant? so that
can
it's-
you cure the adverse effects of the fruit at source, at seed? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Then
Just
we have a
an amazing
limited
food source.
unlimited food source.
An amazing winter food source. It grows particularly well in the cold. You still have a bunch of not cured flesh fruit on its way to Beatsville, and you've still got a bunch of Minutemen who are infected. Tank, you're cured. You're over time your symptoms will fade and you will be cured.
So what I'm thinking is, if we spray these fruit-bearing plants, right? Then we pull the plants off of that and give it to the Minutemen and let them eat it, and they already have the cure that way instead of spraying them that way.
Either way works.
Okay, so right. A cured
Well, we need
cured
to
fruit
at least
also,
get, wait, there are Minutemen outside now, aren't they?
Yep.
Aren't there?
yeah, on
Yep.
top deck.
As far as you know, on top there are still Minutemen.
Then I would. You know what? I don't trust this dog to stop working on it. I would almost just execute him, but I'm not just doing that. But I would say one of us goes outside, give some cures to one of the fastest of their runners, and go to Beatsville. Tell them to go to Beatsville.
With the recipe for the cure as well.
Well, I would say we could make it ourselves and give it to them.
Yeah, we made the cure with all the bodies here.
True. But I mean, it wouldn't hurt to get, just in case, if the worst thing happens, it wouldn't hurt for fucking everyone we like in the wasteland to have the recipe for the cure, just in case.
Yeah, I don't know if they want to make it because someone needs to die from the disease to make the cure.
No, we'll
Pretty
cure
much.
enough of the
There's-
stuff. We'll cure enough of the plants.
There's enough
You don't have
dead
to worry about
bodies.
that no more.
There's enough dead bodies around that you can make enough cure to cure all the people that are infected. So you said you were going to go back upstairs, or someone's going to go back upstairs. What are you doing with
I will.
Yarrow? Wait.
I'm gonna go upstairs with the cure stuff. Like
Before you do, Max, what are you guys doing with Yarrow?
Well, I
was gonna say-
I don't want him alive because I bet if he would stay alive, he just tries to create something like this again.
Red alert! Why you not take angry science man to Minutemen, and they do police justice on him.
That doesn't really sound like the tank we know.
What would he say? Fucking kill
Tank
him.
would usually just whack him and crush
You
his
just
head and
smash.
kill him. I just kill him. He's guy.
He looks at Tank and he looks at Tank and he has some of the fruit with him. You know what to do, and he heads out.
Oh, right. Okay, right. So Tank looks then at Norm. Like, he takes his board out. His fucking great board that he's got in his collection. Tank smash.
I'm looking at the doc. How is his reaction?
Yeah, he's like, no, please don't. I'm valuable to you. I'm valuable. And I've much knowledge, scientific, medical knowledge. I'm valuable. Please don't.
Oh yeah, science. He looks at Ronnie. Tank smash.
I mean, I think we should keep him alive, just gonna make him make drugs for people or whatever. So, I mean, yeah, we need money. So, yeah, I think we should take him with us
We
as a
do have
slave.
quite a fortune of caps.
Tank no smash.
Nah, not yet. I think we should take him with
let's
us
see,
as a slave, not as a free person.
You may change your mind later, but I'm going to move you back to the top side map.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, I come
in
over fruit.
In our party loot, we have over 1,000 caps, and then we have caps for each of us individually. So yeah,
we
we
buy
have a
one?
lot of caps.
Can't we buy one of those robot
Whoa.
armor suits? Then with that much money, can we like
No.
buy
Yeah, so
anything?
as we're getting through, I start lobbing the fruit at him. Look, here's food, cure cure food.
So I'm moving the Minutemen and the Mutated Mariners off the map just now because I'll decide how many of them there are for the next session. But right now, as you come back up on the top deck, I'm going to read something to you, and then we're going to close out today's session.
Cool.
Yes.
Beyond the eerie purple fruit orchards on the top deck waits clear winter skies, a bright sun and chilling sight. The sun's glow reflects off the ice shelf floating in the bay, and the heavy blanket of snow settled over the harbour area. Below, a large unit of heavily armed figures approaches the USS Massachusetts, where it lies beached on the frozen shore. A large group of soldiers, wearing the holy symbol of the last son of Atom's followers, drag a Yagwai behind them, using 4 thick ropes. The monster looks like a massive mutated bear. The beast is mostly hairless, its flesh almost polar bear white, but pocked with open, oozing sores. Its claws and fangs have become elongated and appear sharp enough to tear a man in two, or rip open a metal door like a tin can. When the soldiers release the monster, it lets loose a blood-curdling roar that echoes across the water and begins thumping around in circles. Where it steps, the monster's claws crack the ice and snow beneath them. And that is where we will pause.
I'm gonna be
session.
standing here.
Oh, hang on. There's more, sorry. The soldiers gaze up to the freighter's highest deck and draw strange-looking guns that glint in the sunlight. A long, dark-haired, muscular soldier steps forward, his lower jaw replaced by scrap metal covered in frost. He presses a button on a wrist device, and a robotic, emotionless voice calls out from below. Denizens of the USS Massachusetts, I am Brother Scrapjaw, servant of Atom, god of all creation. This vessel and its supplies are now the property of the church. Throw your weapons overboard, lower your ropes, and go in peace. Resistance will be met with oblivion. Have a blessed day. And that's where we'll
I will
pause the
throw
session.
down my weapon. One shot after another.
We will see about that in 2 weeks' time, Scoon, because that's where we're going to pause the session and pick up next week with the final scene of the final act of Chapter 1. It's called Siege Break. Tune in 2 weeks to see that happen, viewers. Scoon will raid on your Twitch in a second. I'll say goodnight to everybody on YouTube first.
We will
Hang on
be
2
back
seconds,
with
Scoon.
this game in 2 weeks. And we will be back with a game of a Wednesday game on the 3rd of June. We will start our new long-term campaign of Daggerheart.
Daggerheart, everyone. Just check it. If you're watching this on YouTube when I put this up, make sure you're following Scoon's Tavern on Twitch and YouTube. That's SKOENS Tavern, which is where we stream this live, and also Scoon plays a bunch of other cool RPGs, so make sure you're following that channel. So to my viewers on YouTube, I'm going to say goodnight, Scoon, before we do your raid. So I would like to say, first of all, thank you to Martin for playing again. Always a pleasure, mate. And to you, Stevie, I hope you're enjoying your new crew, your new friends, and your new campaign.
I am.
You've cured your famished
awesome.
fever.
It's great.
We've still got your fatigue to deal with, but you've cured your famished fever. Max, thank you very much. A pleasure as always, friend, brother.
Always, man.
Love you. And Scoon, thank you very much for streaming it to the guys on Twitch. Everyone who's watching on Twitch, on Scoon's Twitch, thank you. We love you. I am RxOliver. These Wastelanders are my friends. Good night. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. 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 Bye bye.
Goodbye.